Yeah. Hell yeah, we are. Every deprived follicle.
Gotta get that hair and makeup.
How come our monkeys look like we ain't got no necks for the thumbnail?
It's the turtleneck.
I didn't even see the thumbnail. We have no necks.
Yes.
All right, we got chat up on this side. You're live on our side, not delayed.
Yeah, what up, people?
Yeah, what up, peeps? Peep-pad.
We'll probably end up changing that thumbnail to the third eye or third ear. I don't know why I keep saying third eye.
Because you're
The
so
third ear.
spin on it.
It's so easy. Yeah.
Yeah. All you know is the third eye.
That's all I get. That's where I speak from most of the time, or where I see from. I don't know. Fuck. Third mouth, third eye, third ear,
Where's your second mouth?
second mouth.
It's your ass.
My ass.
You ever see a man chew bubble gum with his ass
It's the damnedest thing you've ever seen.
and blow bubbles?
Uh-oh, this man could blow bubbles out his asshole and chew gum.
How talented you got to be to freaking have it? Well, we know that we can pass gas through it. So blowing the bubble, it's kind of conceivable.
Yeah, could you imagine if we had like a full-on mouth down, like teeth and everything, so it chewed the feces and then spit it out?
Oh my. Well, how about that? Oh,
You wouldn't know. It wouldn't have a tongue. It'd just be normal to you.
Goodness.
You imagine having to brush your teeth down there too? Like,
Oh.
that was a thing, and the dentist was like, "Okay, bend over. Let's see
Let's put Mr. Thirsty in there.
God damn.
Oh.
Suction.
suction.
Marilyn, we did it already. Get in here.
It's already lost. It's washed.
We've already broken it. Oh my God. Okay, as you all know, Thursday was a shambles. I had severe allergies. Felt like I was gonna have them severe again today, but I took the medication way earlier this time, and I think right now it's keeping it at bay, but I don't know about later today. It's got
Sure.
these-
Why is George even tuned in? He's like, I can't hear shit. I'm at a music festival. Hey, but what's up, Tony? Moses? What's up?
That's classic George, right? Shit.
Dedicated.
Right? I'm in the fun house, but
Yeah.
let's go for it.
I
Fuck it.
imagine his phone is just playing in his back pocket while he's just doing his thing.
Or he's got his earbuds and he's just like,
No, he can't hear shit. He's at a music festival. Why would he?
why would he?
He's George.
Welcome in, Kent Spong.
Spongelis.
Okay, so
Bicky.
normally we're
Chrome.
not on at this time because Jervis goes on later, but we got to get it in when we can get it in. So every day is not going to line up for others, unfortunately. But here we go. Today we're going to talk about how should we say, the concoction of one's
Concavement.
music.
Yeah, I guess something. Concoction.
Yeah,
As good a word as any.
Yeah, something fits. That's a universal word. This
Yeah.
shit is gonna. I don't know. It's something, right? I mean, something.
So, while we have you in the chat, real quick, Kent, before we get started, I leave you Discord messages, but is there a different way to leave you a message where you'll see it? Is it an email?
I think.
Perhaps.
Yeah, I think. Remember him saying email is the best way to
reach them?
reach him.
Okay, yeah. So I'll email you and see when you're free for the score. We had Saturday open, but you were doing pubness, and we'll figure out another day.
Wait a minute. George said he can't hear us, but he laughing his ass off at that shit. And now you have what's up, Paul Anazio? But now you got
This world needs
a hero talking about he grocery shopping. Do you ever do shit like that, Tony? You ever just get on a channel and be like, "Fuck it, I'm grocery shopping. I might as well just."
I'm here. Earbuds.
I don't really watch on my mobile devices. I sit here and watch my YouTube. So
yeah,
That's smart. I like the bigger screen.
I do too on my TV. I got a big ass fucking TV.
I'll put you guys on or if I'm watching something I need to like leave the room, cook dinner or eat dinner, I'll throw it on the iPad just so I can at least hear it. But
Right.
mostly I'm sitting in here.
Yeah, welcome in, Davey. Viral Beats. This world needs a hero. Probes, half god, half beast. Uncle Chrome, Porch George G's. Okay, so we're going to get started with this first track from Tone. My brother and I listened to it. I've listened to this track a couple of times
me too.
already.
I've heard it before.
Appreciate that.
We will go in on it and see what the Tone Meister and the lovely wife were thinking and what was going on with this track.
Been a minute since I watched this.
It's pretty good.
Thanks.
Curtains are nice, baby. The lighting on it too.
And before we start, I gotta say, it to me reminded me a little bit of Tears for Fears.
Oh,
I'm glad you brought that up because there's a whole thing with that. We'll get into that.
Yeah, and it gave me
rumbling
some
of the bass.
right, and it gave me some. You're gonna call me crazy, but I got a hint of some Coldplay in there. Like,
I mean, they're not specifically an influence, but they're
no.
not a bad
But I'm just
band.
like what they like. It's reminiscent of
Sure,
some of this music that I know so well, and the lyrics were spot on. And instant, I got my welcome to your life.
So the song's actually, that's a cover of a Dirty Red Dress song, which is the band me and her were in together. That she sung but was played full band arrangement. And it's really not very different. Kind of just transferred all the parts over to different instruments so I could do it flawless. I think the hardest part was trying to figure out how to play that guitar lead in the chorus, because that was before I even tried to play guitar. And I actually somewhere probably have my phone have a picture of tabs, and I had my guitar player write out for the part because I couldn't figure out how to do it. But when we were recording the Dirty Red Dress record, I remember playing that song for a couple of friends, and right away they were like, "This kind of sounds like everybody wants to rule the world." I'm like, "Huh."
Yeah,
It does.
Yeah.
Which was funnier because the song came from me trying to rip off a Tame Impala song. Not rip off the song, but rip off the feel of the song.
right.
So, like, I didn't even think about that at all until someone else mentioned it. And I was like, oh, shit, it does kind of sound like it.
Right. Well,
See, I didn't get that at all, though.
yeah.
It's not the same key. It's not the same chords.
No,
it's just
not-
the feel.
not at all. It's just
the
the
feel.
feel.
is
But I
very
didn't even
bad,
get
yeah.
that feel from it. So it's highly subjective to
Yeah.
who's gonna hear it and get what feel from it.
But
Because I got a Sinead O'Connor type feel from it, but
right. Other people saying a Cindy, like this hero says a Cindy Lauper feel.
Love Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah, for real.
I met her once a long time ago. She was
Are you
so
serious?
nice. Yeah,
Are
she
you really serious?
the guy who recorded and produced my old hardcore band's records, he's a guy from Queens, New York, and he's a few years older than me, and he did a lot of cool records. He worked at Pi Studios, which did all the big 90s Aerosmith records. So he was like an assistant engineer on all those records. So anyway, he got to meet a lot of really cool people, and he had met Cyndi Lauper years before, and yeah, I met her through him.
wow.
Got to talk to her for like 5 minutes. She's just a down to earth old punk rock lady.
How old were you?
I was 24, 25, something
Oh
like that.
yeah, so you're coherent enough to know what
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
doing.
Oh yeah, for sure. I knew
How
who she
old-
was.
How old was she?
I mean, she had to be in her 50s by that.
Yeah.
50s probably.
Yeah.
And
What?
hold on. And then what is Tone Smith's strike up conversation with Cindy? What's the first question that you had?
I didn't really ask her any questions. Probably, hey, how are you?
Yeah.
Son of a
Yeah.
bitch, Tone.
I've met a lot of pretty cool, famous people. I remember meeting a few thinking, oh, I'm going to be starstruck. When I met Steve Howe from Yes, I thought I was like not going to be able to talk at all.
Oh, wow.
He's a huge influence, and he was just like a funny old British dude that wanted to play music and do his thing. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I've never had much trouble talking to people that are like the handful of like super famous people I've met.
Right.
Okay, back to the track.
Yes.
What was doing the bass?
That's my Moog Minotaur.
Okay.
The on the Dirty Red Dress version, it's one of my jazz basses, and the bass line's essentially the same. It's just like a lot of, I think they're called double stops, rhythmic double stops.
Yeah. Yep.
So again, I just tried to bring stuff over one to one. It was really difficult to program that what I had played on the bass in a sequencer, because it's very not on the one and not on the downbeats, and it was interesting, but it worked. out.
Yeah, because it was kind of playing in between the space, and I used to do that, like focusing that a lot. When the floor kick would hit, I would try to land a note in between the 1 and the 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So right when you're at the 1 and that's where I would place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love landing on ups. I like playing on the ands. I don't know if I ever consciously decided to do that, but I find a lot of stuff I do. I like carrying things over the bar and landing on 2, and it happens in a lot of my music.
Yeah. Right. So can you perform that song live as it stands if you guys wanted to?
Yeah. Yeah, I have. Let me think about this. I still have the project on the Digitech, so that's got a couple of the samples that are in there, all the drums. A lot of that was done with the circuit. Before I got my Octatrack, the circuit and the Digitech played together all the time. And the circuit's cool because there's 4 drum tracks and then there's 2 synth tracks. And those synth tracks double as MIDI output tracks. So what was fun about that is all the synth and key parts in that are a combination of a synth in the circuit and probably our Nord Electro 2 layered, which is nice because then you can really mess with timbres of each and you get a very key sound with a very FME, digitally stringy synth sound. That just layers nice. But I'd have to rebuild it, but it wouldn't take long. Most of it's saved somewhere. It would just be a matter of working it into the new way my rig is.
So what, and I know she's not here, but what made her come up with those set of lyrics? Like,
so I'm trying to think of where it started. When we were writing the record, the Dirty Red Dress record that's on, me, her, and our guitar player and singer, we would do a lot of that together. So I want to say, I'm really having trouble remembering where it started. Probably with just like her doing some vocal lick while we were like hashing out parts for the rest of the song. And they're like, oh, let's run with that. And starts writing. We had 2 really close friends that had gotten married a few years earlier, split up and eventually get divorced. But their breakup was happening right around then. And I remember her talking to Annie, the woman in the relationship, and they were talking about like, yeah, guys break up with girls and they talk about other girls, the new girls. We ignore what happened, pretend it didn't happen. I feel like women like to talk about what happened, and I remember the 2 of them having a conversation about like seeing your exes out in public. Like, I want to say they were talking about like running into like your ex's other woman at a grocery store and how awkward that was, or some shit, some weird shit like that, right?
Yeah.
So it really like started as a like breakup song. Not that me and her were breaking up, or it was just like what was going on in our world at the time.
right.
Let me think about this for a second, because it was probably the chorus was probably where it started. The "Are you ready?" She probably sang that along with it and was just like, and then we just went with it. In the Dirty Red Dress version, our guitar player Anthony's, and he was really the lead singer of the band. He like called and answered with her on that, which was cool. But we decided not to do it in this version. Not really sure why. Probably because she doesn't want me singing.
But I mean, that would encourage her to get her ass in here,
and knowing her from what you tell us, it seems like, I'm gonna just daydream on this. She came in there in one fucking take. It was like, here's and now I'm out of here. I got to go wash dishes.
Right. So is that what happened? Was it a one take?
The recording of that version, probably we probably recorded that version, her vocal take, in like a 20-minute, quick.
Of course.
Maybe go in and comp a couple of things, and that's it. I remember the writing session for that song, her and Anthony got those lyrics done in like half an hour. You know, a couple of inputs, put my producer hat on and like, oh, say that word differently. You know, carry that note over and tie it from one word to the other, that kind of thing. But the two of them really just, it was fun to watch because never really writing much lyrics myself. Seeing that kind of songwriting session was fun.
Right. Does she ever go back, like once all this is, I assume you edited your ass off on this track, right?
That version of it? No. That was stereo out of my Dawless rig. At the time, I was having issues with the interface, and I just recorded it straight to a handheld recorder, stereo.
You beautiful bastard.
And then I flew that into Logic, and then I used that same recorder as a interface to just get one microphone for her.
Oh, wow.
So does she ever go back and view what we just saw?
Yeah.
And say, I want to do that over? Or is it a wrap?
She doesn't say, I want to do that over. She says, I wish I had done something differently. And I find, like, we've talked about this. You just mentioned it, like Color One Take T. Like, I don't know, some stuff, because I'll tell her if I don't like what she's doing or I think she can do something better, I'll just stop her and be like, you could do that better.
Yeah.
Pisses her off, but.
Right. I do the same thing.
Don't critique. Don't you do it.
Well, she knows where I'm coming from. She understands I'm not like, you're bad. I'm saying this can be better. You can do better.
Yeah, but if she wants to put you in the scissor lock when you say shit like that, watch your back. That's what I'm saying, boy.
But that kind of makes me wonder, and I wish she was here to ask her, like, when she says these things, does it want to take her out of the one take mode and start to revisit some things?
I call that Prince mode.
I wish I could. Like, I'm going to bring that up to her because that's a really good point. And it's funny because this is the second version of the song. There are things that changed from the original version to this version. Nothing lyrically. Way she inflected on like held out notes instead of just hitting a note, like, you know, modulating it a little bit. Little inflections here and there. So I would say this is probably a distilled, better version,
right?
At least in her eyes.
Yeah, and let me ask you this: when you're playing it, like when you're back there, like on the video, I'm talking in reference to the video.
Sure.
How you're playing back there, and I know you've heard the song multiple times, but when you're playing and recording, what's going through your mind? Like, are you going through like, I got to get this right, I got to get these changes, or are you actually feeling it and like thinking, God, the meaning of this and the story she's telling, I'm kind of daydreaming with that too, or is it all just strictly business when you're creating?
In that scenario, it was pretty business. I can get to the point where when it becomes automatic in performing for me, that's when my mind goes to that other place, like paying attention to what's happening. If in a live scenario, paying attention to what's happening in the crowd, what's happening on stage, what the other band members are doing. And this goes for me for like any project I've been in. I like to practice. I like to nail live what I envision and what we practice for. So it is business until it's not. And then once it's not, it's fun the whole time for me. But once it's not, it's, you know, let's enjoy this. Let's feel it, I guess.
Yeah, that's the one thing I'm always curious about other musicians is, and I'm a stickler. He is too. But when I'm doing this other side project, and I just have to practice it until I'm so comfortable with it that I can look around the room and focus on other things because I know my hands have the muscle memory to just do it by itself. That way I can like look at the time I want to stop, look at the time for change, and not so much worry about where my note placement is. And I think I always know my brother and I, before we even go live, we'll probably rehearse the full set. I'm not going to shit you not, probably 100, 200 times until it just becomes so fucking mundane
and boring
where we're trying to kill ourselves to not even play it anymore. That's how we pretty much know that we got it. So looking at you though, you can only see that it's you're watching the video, and musicians know what work was put into that. But I can't help but to notice, like, was there any part of that where you just were lost in space? And I wonder about that with all our musicians, you know, at what point are they just running on automation?
So the shots of me in front of the curtains, I appreciate the curtain comment. I think it was Davey.
Yeah.
I'm standing in front of a case with a controller in it that's not plugged into anything. That was just for the video. There's the scenes where you see the gear, and that's me playing it as I'm recording it and her shooting it with my camera. But then, you know, that's in this room. But the other in front of the curtains is our bedroom, and that's our closet. It's like a 3 sliding door closet. It's a big wide, and we got rid of the crappy old wooden sliding doors when we moved in and hung that curtain there. But there wasn't enough light in it, so we put in an LED light strip around the inside of the door jamb. And it does multicolors. And because those curtains are white, we notice like pretty immediately, if the curtains are closed and the lights are on, it just glows.
Right.
So I just set that to a chase, I think they call it, when it's just cycling through the different colors, and turned all the other lights off. We did it late at night, so it was real dark. I set up the camera. I put it to our DSLR, set it to a really low light setting, or a highlight setting, whichever it is. So there was a lot of contrast, and like the lights kind of washed us out. And it came out way better than I thought it was going to. Watching back, I was like, this looks great. I'm excited about this.
Right. And now that's where I was going to go to after it's all wrapped up with this particular vibe. What are you then able to just sit, relax, and like is there any point where you just take it all in and just let your imagination run wild?
Yeah, absolutely. That's where I started. So those shots of me in front of the curtains are me doing exactly that.
Okay.
I had it on in my headphones, and I was just pretending I was playing it, even though I was not. And I was just like, it was funny. It was my first like music video experience,
right?
And it felt great. I was like, this is what it's like to make a music video. Is it this much fun? Where you just like pretend you're like air guitaring your own shit.
Right.
Yeah.
And it felt cool. Like I don't have to play this. I can think about what I'm doing. I can make myself look as cool as possible. I can kind of get lost in it, and it's like going to a show and watching someone else perform it. Like when you go to a concert and you see your favorite band, and you just like, you're out in the crowd and you're just like, look at me, but you're not looking at me. You're just enjoying it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Which worked because I thought it came out kind of true. I had to tell her to do that. She was like, what should I do? I'm like, just sing it and have fun. I'm like, do extra. Don't be stiff. And it took like, that was the first song we shot of those 4. And I want to say we had to do that one twice, because the first one we watched it back and I was like, you need to move a little more.
Yeah.
And it took me saying that for her to be like, oh, right. Like, I'm not
look like you're enjoying this.
But,
Yeah.
Right. I'm like, go and have fun, dance around, get lost in it, blah, blah, blah. And it worked.
Man, so that's what it looks like when you guys, or when she hears the track for the first time, and you're like, okay, listen to it, get a feel for it, and do your thing. Does it take multiple days sometimes, or can she just get that shit in one day and it's a wrap?
We did that in one night.
That's crazy.
Maybe the 4 songs, maybe an hour.
Oh wow.
I mean,
that's pretty efficient though.
It was 2 camera angles, and I set up, there's the shot of us in front of the curtains, and then the shot of us like kind of on edge with the curtains. So that's just an iPhone. And we just set up the DSLR camera. I got a focus I liked. I sat there. I hit record on the phone. She did her things, and I just twisted the focus now and again. Did all 4 songs, put me in front of it, had her do the same thing for me. And then I spent I did spend like probably 4 or 5 nights in Wondershare editing it, probably a good 20 hours editing the whole thing. But it was like my first time doing that. And it's different. It's not audio editing software. They're the same and they're not the same.
Right. Yeah.
Has she ever come back and been like, I don't like that, I want to redo it?
Yes.
ever in her life.
Yeah, some audio stuff. She's been like,
Oh,
I'll never
nice.
do that.
So she's
She's
human.
human. She's
Oh,
human.
yeah.
Shit. That's what I was looking for. Some sort of flaw in her
Right.
None of us believe it, but she is.
in her armor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, but it's a dope track, man. And whenever you can capture someone's imagination, or whenever, and I don't know how people feel about this, but whenever someone tells my brother and I, this song sounds like this artist, it just reconfirms that we're legit musicians, and that we can even sound like someone is dope in itself.
Even if you're not even nowhere thinking of that particular genre, it just goes to show that there's only so much room. Kind of say like there are these. I know music is much more than in the box when it comes to creativity and style, but there's so many ways you can use a note. You know what I mean? Like there's before you find this close to the same.
But you can find some similarities at the same time. I don't think you'll never, like I said, is each track to each individual is highly subjective.
Yeah.
But that's what makes it fun, because then you're actually listening. Because people that just you play them something and they go, "Oh, it's pretty cool." You don't even know. Like, I like it when people actually listen. You know, you you become involved with. I remember I used to smoke fucking a big fat ass joint, and I would play an album and actually listen to it.
Go
Really
in on
listen.
It really fucking listen.
And then view the artwork if you know, like,
oh yeah, and they'd be like, "Did I miss that?
Right.
Did I miss that change, or did I miss that vocal? What he was saying there? Like, oh, that's what that means." And you're like, you're so in tune to it.
Yeah,
It's a shame that has gone away. Not like, obviously it's not completely gone. People still do it. I still do it. You guys probably still do it.
Yeah.
But just the way music's consumed in general now isn't that. And that kind of sucks.
yeah, it's ADHD.
Yeah.
You know,
It's whatever the popular tune and everybody else likes.
Right. And I appreciate like the way, to a point, I'm not here advocating for Spotify, but I appreciate the way they did, like they added the video and lyrics to songs for some artists. So like you can listen to some artists on Spotify, and as you play the song, you bring it up so it's like a full screen version.
YouTube does that too. YouTube Music does that too.
Yeah, and like that's kind of cool, because at least you see some more than just nothing.
right.
Like, I'm gonna just put a song on, and
Spotify to me is still the devil though, Tone.
I'm not a fan, but like this is pretty cool. It's there's the camera. Trying to make it so you can see it.
Yeah, on a jet ski.
But there's like a guy on a jet ski while the song's playing, and it's a loop, and it's like it's whatever.
Right. Some
But
sort
it's
of animation.
something.
Yes.
Something.
Yeah.
It's some kind of eyeball information.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome in, Crazy Rabbit, Apollo Hanzo, Steve. Welcome in. I saw Shababy was in.
Shababy.
Sean the Breathalyzer is in. Yeah. So I guess we can go into the track you selected for us, and that was Journey.
Journey. I love it, man.
Which one is
So
Journey?
if Marilyn
Journey's
is
that half-hour
listening,
epic.
Oh.
That new one.
yeah, that 30-minute where the bass doesn't even come in till like the
Good to see you,
last
Steve.
15 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Let me see here. I don't think she's listening, so let me play.
The fuck, Marilyn? Why aren't you listening?
'Cause
Teresa doesn't listen either.
The grandbaby's over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She got a legit reason. Give me 1 second.
You picked Journey, huh?
Well, so there was like, I went back and listened to a bunch of stuff, and after we talked about this the first time, and then today I listened to a few more and re-listened to a few of the ones I listened to, and I was like, I thought it better for this format and for you guys, for me to analyze something newer
Yeah.
and discuss something newer.
Yeah, I get that. While it's still fresh.
Yeah, and it's not like you're a band that's been together for 20 years and has 10 records out there, and we could talk about the difference from your old stuff to your new stuff, and like how you changed after this happened in your life, that kind of thing. Like that's something it's got merit, but it's not really the situation.
Yeah. We've only been at it three Three solid and getting into 3.5.
So it's a short amount of time to have come as far as you have,
and still try to figure out everything.
That never ends.
Right. But I tell you what, how fortunate we are to have so much talent and experience around us, because
helps. For
it
sure,
fucking helps.
God.
My word, does it? Because then you can ask questions, and you guys are like endless with the knowledge, and so I don't think we'll ever be left astray. Like you guys, a lot of you have been there and done that. Even if you hadn't, you've been doing it for so long. You can always educate.
Right, and that's why I was saying, like, Scotty Sounds helped us a lot with the studio setup and getting everything in stereo, and Crest had just, private sessions and making sure I understood things that I didn't understand. It took people to actually go out of their way and make sure it was right for you. Another person is Unit E, who helped me get all of the instruments I needed, and did a lot of mentoring on synthesis alone. And another person was, and I'm giving credit where credit's due, but Synth Seeker was another person who would show me like how to make a pluck from scratch. Right?
Yeah, he knows a lot.
He knows a lot, and he just took the time to do that on his own free will. And anybody who takes the time out to help another person, it's something to always appreciate.
I think you guys are in a cool spot, being that you're learning the way you are and doing it very much in front of people on the internet. I go to YouTube all the time to find out about new gear and new techniques and how to do this a different way and whatnot. To have a community like this where people are already here to do that sort of thing, and then to like learn on the fly live, it's
hard.
It's kind of it is, but it's kind of like drinking from a fire hose, but it's there's results that that are, it's interesting. Like, I'm wondering,
go ahead and play it, Meryl,
what it could do for me if I had a show. And then that is something I'm thinking about doing, is kind of being out there and putting on some kind of show on YouTube. But like, what will that do for me?
Right.
Yep. I can tell you what it's done for me. Is I don't give a fuck is out the window. I'm just doing me,
So I'm going to start by asking about.
She's trying to figure out how to play it and keep the volume low. But right. You're broadcasting from wherever she is and not from. You have no control over the volume. Desk. Yeah.
Yeah. She just cuts the volume by like half on the YouTube video. It should work. I like your mix of stock visuals and what I'm guessing is some stuff just photos, but also AI stuff. And I don't know. I assume Marilyn edited this, but did she pick what you guys used? Did you pick what you were using?
No, that's the thing. She never really tells us. She always goes off what she views.
Okay.
And it kind of keeps us out of it, and we get to, and she gets to enjoy her side of the artwork.
Oh yeah, and she did a great job. And now I kind of wish she was here that I can bug her about some things that she did. But
well, I'm sure she's listening. Yep.
Yeah, she's listening. But that grandbaby, she rarely sees the grandbaby, so she's
no worries. Yeah. Family's important. Yep. So here in the beginning, what's the drone?
So the drone is the Solar 42.
I think it's
and
awesome.
the a VST within God, Kent got me on this VST. Albion 1.
Not heard of it. I'll check it out. For anyone that's interested, I took notes. Welcome to my world. I love notes.
Fucking nerd, Tony. You're such a nerd.
The Solar 42 is pretty much my go-to for when we're like wanting to do something cinematic soundscape with the drone.
Yeah.
And just having a semi-modular unit.
That thing does so much.
It's just like, and
it's incredible.
And it's whoever's using it, how you want to use it, you know? And so
that's one of those instruments that's like its own. It's a synth, but it's very much its own instrument. You play a synthesizer and then you play a Solar 42, not the same.
Right.
They can do the same thing, but you don't necessarily do the same. Stock footage. Let's see what else I got. Okay, so the VST, maybe that's what it is. There's a point pretty early here, it's probably going on already right now, where it very much sounds like the drone went underwater.
Okay, so...
And I mean, I know the visuals are not you, so that wasn't an idea. And maybe it was an idea to start with, but it does feel very much like I'm playing a video game level that's underwater.
So the Hydrosynth kicked in too.
Thank you, Steve.
And the cutoff is low on the patch.
Okay.
It's latched and it's arped, but the LFO is also moving it.
Yeah.
And so it makes it sound like it's really fluid, and it's giving that. I imagine it's what gave Meryl the underwater vibe.
Yeah, I mean, they work wonderfully. I have notes actually at some point. It just says like modulation killer. Where is that? I think that's later. But anyway, now again, this is Marilyn's choice, but are cephalopods aliens?
Yeah,
so
that's what
Meryl loves octopus.
So do I.
And she swears up and down because of how smart they are.
Mm-hmm.
They're like one of the smartest things in the ocean.
Yeah.
And she happens to think that they're alien form in nature, and if they could be above water, they would fucking rule the world.
Yeah, I mean, there's I want to say, I might have this wrong. I was not a good biology student. Aren't they like unchanged?
Yeah, they haven't evolved much.
Right, like evolution wise in like a long time.
They are perfect.
Like the dolphin and the shark.
They're perfect, but they just don't live a long time. They only live like anywhere from 1 to 3 years.
That's interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And they spend most of their time trying to have babies, protect the babies, and eat the male.
Shit. And they're mimics, right?
Yeah.
So here, I'm glad that we're coming up to this, because now it's a new subject matter. This.
That's the Sub 37 with the Mood Mark II effect on it.
Okay, so now...
And it's a patch. It's a patch I created.
The sequence, though.
Yes.
It's 18 steps.
It's...
which is so odd.
It is. I think it's 23 steps, to be honest.
Maybe with rests. Or...
But don't forget, I have a glide on it, too, and...
It's crazy. I love, we were talking about it before, I love things that go over the bar, things that don't repeat in normal time. And like the first time I watched this video, whenever you put it out, like a month ago, I got to this part and I was just like, I started counting, I rewound it, and I started counting again, and I rewound it, and I was like, what the fuck are they doing? That's so cool.
Yeah.
The tone's great, the patch is cool. Like now that you said it's the mood, I can hear that, and it's awesome. But just the timing of the sequence, where it repeats. Now the song at this point doesn't have really rhythmic form.
Right. Right. Yeah.
But like you can hear this and like know that it's not what the rhythmic form of the song is. It's kind of free flowing.
Ambient.
Yeah.
Yeah. And normally Lamar just says when we do anything, any song, take your time. Go ahead and just let's save the rhythmatic bits for the end per se. Like let's give them 4 or 5 minutes of everything, but let's build it into there, right? And one of my favorite things on that mode is the noise.
I was going to say the noise here is I love the build up here. Because I hear the noise in that.
Right? And then you can hear the Hydra synth with the LFO going slowly.
I'm guessing that's the stringy side
Yep.
thing.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's just latched, just no longer arped.
Yeah, this is real cool. And the slow burn of it. I mean, the thing's 30 minutes long, so like slow burn is the wheelhouse, but
right. And I think most of the time too, when we set out to do a project, and I don't want to speak for him, but we want you to be tranquil. We want you to just think and be lost in the sauce for the most part.
Sure.
And then when you meet us on the street, I can call you a cocksucker.
I mean, and that's the other thing. When you hear what we do, it's so melodic and it's so laid back. People have a hard time understanding, like, but your demeanor and your guys' personas and your language,
your
and humor is the exact opposite of the picture you're trying to, paint here. And
I don't think so at all.
you're all about the love and the universe, but
that reminds me of, there's a YouTuber, her name's Emily Hopkins. She plays the harp. Her and her, I think her boyfriend, whatever, doesn't matter, they demo guitar pedals but with a harp, which is interesting and different, and they have a really popular channel. She put out a record recently, and she put out a video talking about how she finally considers herself an artist, even though she's gone to school for music. She's done residencies as a harpist. She's made video game soundtracks. She's done all this stuff, but it wasn't until she put a record together. And what she talks about is the duality of playing a harp,
right,
and being silly and being her.
The polarities.
How they don't seem to go together. But like, you're right. You can. I guess you can't hear us too well.
She's gonna fast forward a little bit just because it's so long. I'm gonna turn it down.
What I'm getting at is, you basically just said the same thing. It's like, you can make something that's tranquil and find your true north and whatever else you want to say about ambient music, and meet someone on the street and call them a cocksucker.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's
it's still being who you are at the core of it.
Yeah.
You can still hold your beliefs and have what you like. So for my brother and I, we're 100% spiritual, loving people. We'll give you the shirt off of our back, and we do adhere to the laws of the universe, and we look out after each other. We try our best to be in people's lives and make a big positive difference. But when it comes to our humor and the way we have fun, it's just the contrast of being what we call normal.
Right.
There's nothing about us that's this godly, sainty figure. You can still have the morals of what you believe in and be you at the same time.
Right. Yeah.
I'm with that.
I think, speaking for Marilyn, because she's not here, when you watch these videos, in particular this video, where it shows the scales are unbalanced, she knows that I live my life with checks and balances, right? And we've lost a lot of subscribers here to this channel, a lot of viewers that used to be regulars here, because we didn't appeal to their agenda, and we have a different stance on things. Our stance isn't much different from anyone else. We all know what right and wrong is. Our music portrays what our stance is. We don't have issues with people. We just have our opinions on life. So whether it's politics or whether it's migrants, whether it's the judicial system, whether it's police infrastructure, the education system, we all agree it can be done better. But at the end of the day, we don't uphold those jobs, and there's checks and balances that we don't know because we're not the professionals. And when things don't have checks and balance, you get chaos. And there's not one society that can operate without rules and regulations. It's just how we're appointing the people to uphold them, you know? And right now, we suck at it. There's no if, ands, or buts about it. I think we can all agree to that.
Yeah.
But I think what keeps most people coming back to Symptoms of Reality and liking our music is because they have common sense to know that that's who we are, Tone. We're not
Sure.
evil. We're not evil people here. We don't attack anybody of a gay nature or a transgender nature or black culture, white culture, Asian. The list just keeps going on. We all have something in common. We all know things are fucked up for the most part. And Lamar and I based our music on that exactly. Marilyn bases her visualization on that music, the way you see it right now, you know. And I think it just goes underlooked, and people can't get out of their own way, and they get set in their own ways to the point where they don't want to hear anyone else or think about anyone else's ideas, you know?
Yeah. I think that's said well. You, as a show, you put forth a very welcome in, have fun, let's talk about the weird stuff, let's explore. The title says, Symptoms of Reality as a title says a lot.
Right.
And you get there. And the music's fun. You know, I don't love everything that you guys do all the time, but it's unmistakably you, and it's never not enjoyable. Like this right here, that filtered kick drum and Lamar doing his solo-y bass thing is very unmistakably you guys. And this version of this part of this song right now, compared to this type of thing that you did 6 months ago, man, did you come a long way. Like from the literally, like, just like the filter on the kick drum and the bass tone just alone, it's like it's each of you separately, and it's so much growth from what you would have done this if you would have done this song 6 months to a year ago.
Right.
God, I sure
And it's
hope
great.
so.
What'd you say?
God, I sure hope so. Just to be stagnant for 6 months, like, bro, I haven't seen any change at all. It's, and you know the funny part, when at the point where I came in,
You didn't expect it, right?
with the bass. Well,
No.
I was out for the first part of this live. I was out on a phone call, and I had a.
That was a question I had, was actually like, was this one take? Did you guys plan this?
one take.
Or were
Yeah.
you like, was it just a jam and you hit record, and when you listened back, you were like,
It was after.
fuck, that's good.
It was
Yeah.
after the podcast. We were just gonna play music to play the podcast out.
and just burn it. And
Yeah.
we burnt this track. I don't have anything saved except for what's on YouTube.
I went
That's
out to
crazy. It's
I
awesome.
went out to make a phone call, and I was just like, shit, I gotta make a phone call. Well, that phone call ended up being like 15 minutes, not like hurried up and came back in, and I was like, do I still have time to jam?
Right.
So picked the
I was
bass
like,
up.
I'll make time.
Yeah,
Fuck.
then I just started playing to wherever he was doing it. I was just, there was no rhyme or reason to it. I just played until we were done.
Yeah.
And I had no idea it was going to be to this, right? Because when we just play, we just
lose
play.
it. Yeah. And then my favorite instrument on this whole entire thing was the wave state. It's when you hear that stringy voice.
Okay. Sure.
You know, that's a patch on the wave state. And
is.
it just tied everything in. It gave it that orchestral voice type feel to it, you know? And and then right now you hear a lot of the hydrosynth, and it's that LFO is moving. And then at certain points in this, I just started reaming the filter controls on the hydrosynth. So I think that's where you were going, was all these yells and screams and modulation going. I just take the filter controls on the latch of any given patch, whether it's ARPed or just 1 note, 2 note, 3 note latched.
There's a bunch of like really this right here, really aharmonic ribbon. It sounds like you're playing a ribbon.
Yeah, it's a ribbon.
There's just like no key there whatsoever.
Right. Yeah.
It reminds me of like 60s and 70s like sci-fi stuff. Like when synthesizers were new to musicians, they were just like, let's make noise. And no one had heard anything like that. That provides still, which is interesting considering what the kind of music that's out there in the world right now, that still feels very visceral and creepy, and I love when music can do that to me. I thought that did really well.
Suspense and tension to it.
Yeah. And there's like, and it's not a songwriting device either. It's just a tonal device, and that's cool.
I just like to use it as improvise, or if I want to do an emphasis on something, I'm gonna go to the ribbon, because believe it or not, the ribbon is how it is on a deluxe. It's good to go for 4 octaves, and if you're right, it's a lot.
For a ribbon, that's a lot.
You know, and but a lot of times too, like, look, I'll bring the LFO in, and I'll just sit and listen to what Lamar's doing, and if I think I'm too loud and he's making a statement, I'll back some things down. But if I kind of feel like he's just going to be idle in the spot and just groove and not think, then I'll intensify something, you know.
I think we missed the part. I had a fun note though. There's a part where the bass, after the bass starts, the bass kind of goes away a little bit, and you must have added length or decay or release, whatever
reverb.
it is.
It was reverb
to the drums, and you get like the body of an 808, where it's not just like, you know, it's not just the attack and dead. It's like boom, and
I added decay to it. And
because I'm guessing you're just jamming on one note there, the drum had tone, and it like replaced. It didn't replace the bass because they're very different, but it took the space up of a bass line, and then it goes away, and then Lamar comes back in. And I thought that came out really cool.
I added I'm glad you said that, because sometimes right in the middle of a jam, especially when I'm dealing with 808s, is I'll take away a lot of decay and let that become stagnant, and then I'll add decay in to fill in some void and give it some more body. And sometimes I'll mess with the drive in the editor on the 808.
Sure.
But my hardest thing with these headphones is they sound good in these headphones, in these mixing headphones. But when we go live or when we go back and listen, him and I would be like, man, that bass drum
didn't hit the same.
That bass drum was out, and you know.
That's a common thing with that kind of drum machine, using it that way too. It's why it's difficult. It's why people make a crap ton of YouTube videos about like how to overdrive your 808s, because it's not an easy thing to mix wise. It's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
What else do I have?
Yeah, but if you play them on these Atom speakers, see, that's the thing too. It solely depends on what you're listening through. Like the Atoms don't lie. Like the 808 is there, and sometimes very little needs to be done with it, you know?
I have a pair of A77Xs, Atom A77Xs, and when I got them, I was mixing on a pair of old Tannoys. They're like a 12-inch woofer with a tweeter in the center of the cone. And they sounded great also, but just the difference between the two was so drastic. Going back and listening to old mixes, I was immediately like, these are terrible. But now I had listened to them other places, and I knew I still liked them. But like what I was used to hearing in the space, and then all of a sudden putting new speakers up and playing an old Dirty Red Dress song back, and I was just like, oh my God, this is terrible. And it wasn't terrible.
Right.
It was just different. I got used to it fast. But yeah, there's not a lot of lying in those Atom monitors.
No, there's not.
Chrome, I don't have any more. I gave them back to my dad. They were his.
Probes, I have the DT 1990s. They're the Baradines.
Yeah, I have the Can you see them? Probably not. I have the 770s. I should have bought the 990s.
Yeah, Maryland has a 770.
They're great. I think they. You know what I like about them most? They're comfortable.
They're comfortable. That's why she liked them.
With glasses too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they also comfortable on the wallet too, ain't they?
Yeah,
they're not as bad as they could be.
Yeah. These DT 1990s were, I think the shit at the time I bought them were $7 bills.
Get out of here, really?
Yeah, I think
they're
they're
only-
still I think they're still the same price.
Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong pricing, but
Yeah, don't quote me, but I think they're still the same price as Sweetwater.
whatever. You gotta buy the good shit.
You have to.
Buy once, don't buy twice is what they say.
But Chrome says never mixing headphones. And you know what, Chrome? It's the only way we can go live is with the headphones and have our mics up.
I think he means he doesn't.
But I'd much rather be in the
Yeah,
Adams.
and speakers.
in the Adams, and we will when it comes to recording this album. After we're done with this 365, it will definitely be mixed from the speakers. Rest assured, Chrome.
I think the hardest thing for me mixing in headphones solely is that when I go and listen to things in other places, the space changes so much, the space in the mix. For example, I'll put effects on Teresa's vocals that in the headphones sound great. They're like exactly where I want them. They're moving the way I expect them to. And then I like go and put it on in the car and it's just like effects. And it's way too much.
Same
And
here.
I really
dude.
I have to like really tame it down. That's the one thing I've noticed recently anyway, because my Adams are just sitting in my basement with a blanket over them because I don't have the space in this room to set them up.
Right.
That's always the universal test, right? Even back in the day, if it doesn't sound proper in the car, or whatever, it's not going to work because people listen on their drives. Like that's one place the mix has to come out.
Yeah, I know now. Like that was where when I was learning about this stuff, it was always like, oh yeah, go listen to it in the car. Go listen to it in the car. That's where people listen. Goes. Everyone listens out of these two shitty little speakers on the bottom of their phone now, and like I'm never gonna mix for these speakers.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't see the point.
Right.
I mean, I do see the point. I don't want them. I don't want them. I don't want people to listen to it that way. Most of the stuff I've done, I listen back on the speakers, and it the point gets across. No one's gonna listen to it and be like, this sounds terrible. They'll just be like, they like it or they don't, and that's fine.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite parts on this track, by the way, is when he does the dual strikes on the bass, the dual when you strike two strings at once.
Oh yeah,
Oh
it's like
the chords and the
it's the octave and it wasn't even the octave. It was the root and I want to say the fifth.
Yeah, it's pretty standard.
Yeah.
It's the best way to do it on bass. That
Just
that
the
or
harmonics
octaves.
that come from it is just so clean.
Your harmonic usage and technique is great. It's better than mine on the bass, that's for sure. I never got good at that. There's another thing about this song that I realized after listening to it now again. You could probably take a few of these sections that sound different from each other, hash them out a little bit, form them into more of their own songs, and then kind of play this. Like I think about like the back half of Abbey Road. It's just like, I think it's 6 songs all in a row. They all flow into each other. You put the back of the record on, you put the needle down, and it ends when the record ends. There's no stopping.
Medleys. Isn't that what they're normally called? You do a medley into
Oh, a medley, yeah.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't necessarily call, I mean, I guess you could call it a medley, but like you could, because it's all in one key and because of the format of the music, it's a little different, but I think you could hash these out and then put together like the back half of a record or an EP where it's like 4 or 5 songs, it's a half hour long, and it just doesn't end.
Kind of like what Rush used to do live and shit.
You go back to these like lulls where it's very mellow and it only needs to be that for like 30 seconds and then the parts change again.
Back to the next jam or to the next track.
Yeah. And it would still feel like a cohesive piece,
Right.
but they would be individual movements per se.
Right.
We have
I deleted everything on this. What you're hearing, Tone. I have no idea how to even go back and.
Yeah, we do that. Famous for that shit. We have this one track particular, and I'm just trying to think of. It's like 3 jams in one, and I just can't remember the name of it. It starts off one way,
early off,
and we never go back to it. So you never really know.
Yeah.
That it was the same track per se.
Yeah.
When I remember the name, I'll let you know.
Yeah, I know it's on our YouTube channel, right?
Right.
Yeah.
The era of I don't know if you guys can see it. It's the origami boat.
Oh yeah. Yes, properly fucking off there, Tone.
The era of hardcore that my band was in, a very popular songwriting thing, was no repeating parts. So it was just part after new part after new part after new part after new part until the song's over. And that's not like pop music, and I don't mean specifically pop music, but popular music. It's not something that gets done. But I think there's a lot of credence in it. It's a very different genre, but you can kind of do the same thing with a song, with a jam like that, where it becomes movements. I keep referencing the Beatles, but specifically Wings, Paul McCartney's band after the Beatles. All those Wings hits are like these epic songs that are like 3 and 4 songs in one, like Band on the Run. Go listen to Band on the Run, and like it doesn't feel like one song.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that.
I'm right.
You know who else was good with that was Queen.
Band
right?
Run.
Rhapsody, Bohemian Rhapsody. You know how it's just it's so ever changing, I guess. I know it's the same song per se, but look how dynamic just that one track is.
Yeah, they were. If Freddie Mercury hadn't died, they'd still be the biggest band on.
Oh, the biggest band ever.
Yeah,
the biggest band ever. Because he'd still be so relevant today. Shit, his music is timeless.
They still are relevant today.
That's what I'm saying.
Being dead almost 30 years.
30 years, and this shit is timeless. Well, that goes with I'm going to say pretty much all music, because it just depends on what mood you're in. I can go back and listen to Motown, listen to Marvin Gaye talk about inner city blues, about injustice, and go, oh yeah, nothing's really fucking changed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Go back and listen to that track and go, yeah, how spot on was he?
Right. Do you and this may be a weird, slightly off topic question, but do you think we are all guilty of association when it comes to who we choose to follow on YouTube, where just because we have our own ideation, like some people don't like Ken Spong, some people don't like the Synth Samurai Show, some people don't like James Dyson, or these shows. Do you think when we pop into these comment sections?
Do you guys hear my dog? I'm really sorry.
Yeah, going crazy.
Yeah, it's not that loud though.
Okay.
But it was like it's such a synchronized thing. Like you could tell he's like getting ready to build up to this. It just started off with.
We say he borks.
He borks. He's a bork. Yeah. Do you think we are guilty of association?
Yeah, to a point for sure. I find, and this is with anything, even with like your music tastes, you'll look at a thing and what it's supposed to be and judge the book by its cover and go, I'm not going to get into that. And then if you listen to it enough, you find out, and it is for you, you find out you do get into it. The first time I came to your channel, I was like, oh, okay, they're making weird ambient stuff. I'm like, this isn't necessarily my wheelhouse. But I'll check it out again. And then, and I do like your music. I'm not saying I don't. I do.
Right.
But even if you did, I would like to hear that, because it's okay. Like people,
and that's kind of the point.
That's kind of the point. I think that's where he's reaching. It's okay to not like shit.
Yeah, but it is, and it's okay to like think you're not going to like a thing and then end up liking it.
Right. Giving something new a shot.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm trying to think of another example of like something that, X-year-old Tone Smith would have been like, fuck that noise. And now I'm like, yes, give me more of this.
Right.
Recon says everybody likes to recon though.
Everybody
likes recon.
I got a question for while Tone is.
Hey, the mind. Welcome in. Welcome in.
What's Zed's Dead? Tell us what that is.
Yeah, Zed. Oh, I saw that he was saying that. I got a question for Recon. Well, fuck it, for all of us. Do you think if YouTube were to eliminate all the subscriber counts, the views, the thumbs up, take away the numbers, right? Take away the analytics, and just show videos like this, no numbers, just show videos. Do you think you would have a lot more people watching your show
and or consuming your content?
Because I can see how people can watch it because, 1 million people watch this versus, only 6 people have watched this. It's probably not that good.
FOMO versus no FOMO.
So if you had no clue and you're just watching content, what does that look like?
I think it depends on the content type. Because if you need to figure out how to change a key on this keyboard and you don't know, you want to know, there's 4 videos on this. This one has 1 million views and these 3 have 250 views.
No.
Million view video is the right one to watch in that case. And I get what you're saying with music. That's what I'm saying. With music, it's very different.
Right.
The music community on YouTube could benefit from something like that.
Yeah. And only the creator can see these numbers. No one else.
Yeah.
Like, especially because Sean just, the breathalyzer just made a comment and poked his fucking face in here, the chef and the cook and the musician that he is. Sean, what's your feeling on it? And you don't have to, type in a fucking essay. But do you think if there were no statistical numbers underneath Sean the breathalyzer, do you think you would have a hell of a lot more viewers? Because I happen to think a lot of us, if that's the way YouTube went, a lot of us would have tons of viewers because there's no one suggesting like
how good your shit is.
This is the upper echelon.
Right.
I also think people don't realize there's music out there that they will like because they're just not the same people that just like, what kind of music do you like? Whatever's on the radio. Those people.
Right.
Let's say that shit. There's music out there they have no idea that they would get so lost in and become like super fans of, and they just don't know it exists. They don't know what ambient synth music sounds like. They don't know what metalcore sounds like. They don't know what lo-fi hip hop sounds like. There's stuff that exists that they're just unaware of.
Well, how many people have we lost because of the numbers?
Or didn't even get a chance to,
because they saw the numbers and was like,
right,
yeah.
And I'm sure we've all done it. I'm sure I've done it. I'm sure I've looked at a page, saw a video, I'm like, this looks interesting. Watched for 15 seconds, be like, nah, this isn't for me.
Right.
And maybe it was. Maybe I'll find it someday. Maybe I won't. I don't know. It's There's a lot of content out there to watch. That's the problem. Is there's so much of it.
Right, and I think we look at it's hard to say because we're creators, right? And so when we look at something on YouTube, we look at also the production value. What does it look like quality wise? Is it some dude in his basement with a dimly lit light just going bananas, or is it some staged quality background where it draws your attention and you're engaged by it?
Yeah.
Chrome, I watched one of those recently to fix my lawnmower. So yeah, I get it, bro.
Yeah. Fucking Chrome.
But he made another good point too, where he said it. My blippities get about 50 views.
Yeah.
Now, I think the stuff Chrome does in VCV Rack is fucking awesome.
Awesome.
Let's be real. He's just making noise.
Right.
And that's, if you're into that, that's fine. But people will look at that and go, what am I looking at? I don't understand this. And they don't have to. It's not for them. Honestly, it's only for him. He's the one making it. It's for him. If other people want to enjoy it, great.
Right. But when I listen to, and I know exactly what you're saying, so don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But for people like us, when I go to Chrome's channel and I listen to his music, I'm instantly kicked back into the past, a nostalgia type mind state. And I think that's how Chrome sucks most of his viewers in who understand monkey brains, right? They as soon as you click on it, you go, oh my God.
I think that's what Tone
This is what it is.
I think that's what Tone is saying, though. People who don't have the caveat of VCV or that type of music, because they're obviously there's a lot of people not used to that, right? You have to be ahead to know what he's doing and appreciate the art.
Now here's another thing about it. I noticed this again when I was playing the hardcore band. I'd play that band for friends that weren't of that musical persuasion. They didn't necessarily like that kind of stuff. And they'd be like, I'm not into this. And then I'd play something for them that was heavier, more noisy, harder to listen to, less accessible. And they'd go, this. And I remember thinking, why? If you don't like something that's very left of center, why do you then like something that's further left of that? And I've always thought that there's a point where people they put on synth music and they expect to hear a certain thing. So maybe someone comes to Chrome's channel that hears synth and modern music and goes, ugh, I hate this throwback to the 80s thing. Ugh.
Right.
And then they listen to Bleeps and Bloops and VCV Rec and go, yes, this is synth music. This is what I want.
Right.
Because it's what they expect.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, you want to hear a heavy band, you want to hear a fucking heavy band, not a band that does a lot of heavy stuff, but also does some other things. I don't know.
Yeah,
but Tone, I mean, and anybody can answer this question. Is there something on XM right now or Sirius? I don't know what these. Have you ever seen just an ambient channel or just a cinematic channel or just a modular artist channel? Like, where are these in the mainstream? Like, how does one even know what these new genres are?
I don't know. The closest I can think of is NPR has that show on Sunday afternoons where they play movie scores. What the hell is the show called? Real Music, REEL, Real Music. That's what they call it, I think. And they literally just play like movie scores, which, you know, most of the time it's Lord of the Rings or Titanic or some shit like that.
Right.
But but they'll play things like I only hear it because I do sound at that church and I leave the church and I have NPR on in the car, so I hear it every Sunday coming home. A couple of weeks ago, they were playing the music from Gone Girl, which I believe was Trent Reznor and Atticus Finch.
Oh, yeah.
Is that his name? Am I crazy? Whatever. And like that's weird, somewhat ambient, kind of ethereal.
Yeah, but
harmonic
that's Trent
stuff.
Reznor, though, right? Like,
right. And it's popular, and it's popular because it's him.
Right. And he's a big synthesis guy too.
Okay,
you know?
but we all just established that there's a lot. I'm going to say there's 8 billion people on the planet. Now, what are the chances that 20 million people love VCVs and love what Paul is doing?
I don't know.
Going back to my whole thing with YouTube, it's worldwide, right?
Yeah, essentially.
That particular algorithm or analytic can filter so easily to people that watch that shit. And I know there's more than 20 million people that love VCVs, right? Maybe they're not playing it, but they love to listen to it. Out of the 8 billion, it's not even a fraction, I don't even think. Like, and that's my whole thing is, why aren't things being fed to the appropriate people?
There's no money in it.
But there is. YouTube is founded to get paid off your channel.
You would think it would behoove them to push as many people as they can.
Exactly. Why would you take money out of your own mouth by staying in this tightly niched little non-expensive globe versus expanding? Like that's the only thing that I cannot understand. Why don't they want more money?
A long time ago, I don't know, it probably was a long time ago, I was having a discussion with a friend who's was a history teacher. He's really, really intelligent, knows his politics and knows his sociology and whatnot, and we were talking about like why a big business does a thing. Why are they alienating these people that can make them money? And like, it would behoove them to exactly what you just said, essentially. Like, and he goes, they make money. They're not, doesn't mean they're fucking smart.
Right.
And I was like, okay, that's a really good point. Like, just because
Right.
they're a $1 billion business owner doesn't mean they're always going to make the right decision.
Right. But come on, Tone.
Okay.
Come on.
And again, I agree with you.
If the three of us were running fucking YouTube and I say, Tone, you know what? Instead of just keeping ourselves in this fucking little margin, what if we opened it up to get more money?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there's
I feel
some
like
people,
it's an unanswerable question.
but
Right.
there's some people that say if you look at it from corporate YouTube side, if they're going to have, if they want to share bandwidth or get a channel out there, and you want YouTube to invest in you as you invest into it, you have to prove yourself to YouTube. You have to be very, very active, almost in some ways overactive, where they can go, okay, now this is and for so long, like for 2 or 3 years,
Yeah.
to where they could say, okay, now this is a person or creators we can invest in. They're taking it serious enough. They've put the time in it. We can see that. So they're not going to quit on us, and we've just wasted bandwidth and whatever amenities they find wasteful to them, and go, this is the reason why we just don't put this out there for everyone. Is it a workhorse environment? Do you have to show and prove before you're able to get exploited by the upper echelon?
You have to do whatever they decide, unfortunately, they decide is going to make them the most money. Now, I mean, sure, eyes on the screen equals ad revenue. Being on regularly equals ad revenue. I feel like they know that running a YouTube channel, being a content creator, I hate using the phrase, but it is what it is, at least in this sense, can be a flash in the pan thing for a large percentage of the people that do it. Mm-hmm. They exist. You'll see someone from another world, all of a sudden they have a YouTube channel and they put out a couple of videos and you're like, oh, I'm so excited I get to watch this guy do this thing regularly, and then they just disappear. And like, they already have the built-in audience, the built-in fans, and it's just, they don't want to do it. It can be a lot of work. Mm-hmm. For example, you guys are now monetized. If you had been monetized prior to starting this year, you'd be being pushed more by the algorithm right now. Mm-hmm. If you continued this year into 2 years, please don't do that. You're going to fucking drive yourselves crazy.
Yeah, we're not doing that. Yeah.
But if you did, by a quarter, halfway into the second year, the algorithm would be pushed. I would think the algorithm would be pushing you more than it is now.
Yeah,
right.
Even with you being monetized, even with the AdSense they can make on you, they would need to, the algorithm probably, I imagine, takes that into account. Will this continue? Do we want to give this to everyone? Is it going to keep happening? Is it sustainable for them and for us to make it happen?
I mean, going on for 401 days, right?
It's a lot.
At what point does the algorithm go, this channel's serious, it's time to open up? Is there a magic number?
Yeah, but it's
so now
no
that
one
leads
knows.
exactly. So that leads me to believe. And listen to me. I understand the business sense of it. If YouTube is like, we want people that's going to be in it for the long haul, who's going to constantly put out the content. Mm-hmm. But if that's the case, you're going to have to release at least a percentage of what number is to be hit. So for those who are serious, they're not guessing on when this algorithm is supposed to open up for them.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think they care. I think,
and that's and that goes to my so Sean says right here. He says, "I'm seriously considering editing shorts now because I could be monetized. I meet everything but the total watch time."
Right.
They chop it up. Right, and they chop it up into these fucking sections where you have to meet these criteria, and the moment the person puts or sets forth the effort to meet the minimum,
the goalpost gets moved.
It gets moved, and they don't tell you what the fucking end game is.
Right.
The best channels are the channels that figure it out as soon as it happens. Oh, this is changing. Here's where it's going. Whoever figures out what is going to be hot for YouTube next is going to be the next big
right. And
channel.
that should be shared for people who want to make this a job or a living.
But it is but what we're doing too at the same time, we're live, right? And if you look and follow, I think we're a great example for being 1 year unbroken so far. When you look at the live, it sticks around for about 1 to 2 days. And this is Samurai's belief too, Sin Samurai. The live takes about 2 days and it cycles through. And then all of a sudden that live is gone.
Yeah.
It's not coming back. And if you look at the long form side, where the pre-recorded stuff is, or you just move things over, then there's life to it. It sticks around. Don't make it too long. Don't make it too short. Try to put everything you are into that long form side. That's what YouTube wants, is the long form. They're not going to cater, one, to music.
No.
Because I strongly believe they hate music. And two, live only got us to be monetized at record pace. Long form side was taking forever to do it.
Viewing habits change. It's, as far as people that talk about it and the people that I listen to that talk about it can tell, it's like a random LFO on what people want and how they want to view it and where it goes. Shorts are big right now. I think they're already on their way out. Personally, I think the format type works on other platforms better than it does here. At least not maybe. It works better on other platforms than it does here for YouTube. It works pretty good for the content creators. Some of them, it's basically built-in commercials for yourself.
Right.
And I feel like the best uses of it are that. Yeah, I don't know where they're going next. I wish I did.
Yeah.
As someone who's thinking about, now I'm not trying to make YouTube my my livelihood, but I would like to find a niche that people would want to watch, that I would enjoy making, and put some of my art and my knowledge and the fun I know I can have out there, that other people will use those things for those reasons also. And I don't know the best way to do it.
Right. I think we were looking, see, YouTube would be dope if it worked like this. The algorithm just for the county you're in and the state you're in, if it just inundated you into the area of like an hour or 100 miles.
That would actually be really cool. If you could select, I want to see who's broadcasting within 50 miles of me.
Yes, Tone. Yes.
And how it's
like
being
that.
pushed.
Or not even selected. It's just automatic because that's just how it is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's
And then
your
you grow
backyard.
out from there.
Right. Yeah, you can get it's the same with radio. You start in your own backyard and then you broadcast out. But I mean, and Word Boy has a good point here. It's the YouTube game seems like such a crazy grind with no guarantee at all. Big ups to anyone going for it, but I couldn't do it myself.
That's the reason why some big channels have like courses that they sell on how to make it on YouTube. There's a guitar guy I watch called 5 Watt World. I don't watch him a lot, but I watch him sometimes. Really dry show, but he's interesting. He's a nice guy. And he sells a course just about how to make it on YouTube. I've not bought it, and I'm not going to, but it's a thing that exists. Lots of people do it. Same thing with, like, you go to mixing and engineering and producing channels, and they're like, buy my course where I can teach you how to do what I do. And there's value in some of those, I'm sure. I'm not interested in making that. Some guys are. Some guys want it. Some people are just like, I want to make a YouTube channel and get views so I can get people off YouTube to buy a product from me. Right, and that's fine.
And it's a business, right?
Yeah. Right. That's fine.
And like Warhard, he's like, I don't really fucking care about monetization. I'm doing it because I like to share my art on YouTube.
Yeah.
Right.
I like hanging out here and watching.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have those people too. Yeah.
I'm really in agreement with Warhart. I mean, that's why we got into it. But I'm not going to lie. The other reason why we got into it was because we want to build a fan base before we go live in our local areas. So that's why I bring it up. It would have been dope if YouTube said, okay, this is where this channel's located. Let's give them 100-mile radius and inundate anybody who's on YouTube and are searching up music and live music constantly.
Right.
So they can
pinpoint your demographic.
Know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying take us globally. Like
you just want to pinpoint your demographic in a geographical sense where it's a logistical factor. So if they want to come see you live, they don't have far to go.
Right. It's not like you're doing it for every channel. You're just doing it for musicians.
Right.
So I would see that as a very easy thing to do.
And it's a plus because if it takes off and it gets bigger than what it is, what's the downside for the for YouTube?
I don't think there is one. That's probably nothing they've thought about. They're not in the business of promoting people to be doing anything outside of the ecosystem.
Right. But if it brings them into their world by keeping this one thing that's centered within its domain.
2005 Google would have done that. They were a very different company then. If YouTube was already 20 years old when YouTube was invented, they would have done something like that. But that's not that's not what Alphabet is now.
Right.
When you go on Google Maps and you drop a pin. I know I went to high school with the kids. They're kids. I call them kids because they're a couple years younger than me. I went to high school with the guys who invented that, sold it to Google. It became Google Maps, and then they both have left Google since. Like, these guys sold a business idea and a software to Google. And then a couple years later, we're like, I'm going to leave Google. Can you imagine?
Damn.
But, like, that's the thing, is like, there was a time when that's the kind of stuff that company liked to do. Hey, this great idea, let's make this work for more people so more people can use it. And that's not what they do anymore.
I have a feeling now that AI is like what we've been researching about it, taking over all these jobs. And I'm going to fast forward it. I don't want a big old conversation out of it, but let's just say 60% of the jobs are performed by AI. And they're saying that humans will resort back to being creative, artful, and skillful in ways outside of, let's just say, trying to make a buck, right? You go back to a more expressive human. That's when the YouTube game would come back for people, right? That's when it'll push art form and I'm talking like not just music art. I mean like actual art, like people that could draw, paint, somebody that can do a fucking handstand for 3 hours. Like it's right now, because everything is so money driven, it blocks a lot of bullshit.
Right.
That's the issue, is like, I don't disagree with that thought process, that lane of that's where it's going to send humanity. I don't see that happening until we figure out how to make the world a less expensive, livable place. We're all just too tied down.
Yeah, there you go.
To the grind. We have to be.
Crush the thing at hand here.
Well, it's true.
I wish we could.
I know.
Yeah, but address the elephant in the room, please.
It's true. And I hate to say, and I've asked AI, what does it look like on our current trajectory if we keep this process with AI taking jobs? And it tells you, it gives you a timeline, right? It even tells you that and the first thing, one of the things it brought up, and I didn't prompt it, it said UBI. It said if you're going to lose income, lose jobs, you have to supplement it before you have a complete system failure and uprising.
Right. this is not a YouTube like where they're just not smart, they're just money hungry. I believe those who are in like the echelon for AI, I do realize that they must know in order for this thing to
be successful,
they have to know these things we're talking about. I refuse to believe that they don't know.
Right.
But here's the thing. Here's an article I read, and it was a Google article nonetheless. And it predicted that people will get bored of AI and revert back to nostalgic ways. Like it will just become boring. The whole suggestion that people will get immersed in it and they're going to just let it take over their lives. The article is like, we find it very hard to believe that that's going to happen, and people are just going to treat it like a fashion, like when disco came in and when the 80s were big and the big hairstyles. They're going to like it for a few, then they're going to realize that they don't have a huge love for it anymore, and it's going to go to the wayside.
But the caveat to that is, by the time it's done all its damage, before humans figure it out, what are you going to go back to? There's no going backwards. That's the thing. This is the pinnacle point, left or right.
Think of the fact that we use unleaded gas now is just because we figured out that lead was not a good thing to put in burning in gas, but leaded gas only existed because the engineering wasn't there for the car engines, and they would make funny noises when people drove them. And that bothered people.
Right.
So like, let's put lead in this gas because that keeps it from happening.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Mixmaster said, yeah, but look how disco changed the world. That's true. I mean,
I like disco. Some disco's awesome.
It is.
I can't help but to think of the fucking Bee Gees when I think disco.
I mean, look at how it turned into what it is now, house music.
Yeah. Fucking Barry Gibbs, man.
Terry Hurd and
David Bowie.
Why am I drawing a blank on the other house guy? They just took it a long way, man.
It's funny.
Robert Johnson.
All those musics were like super underground for a long time, like electronic music stuff that basically directly after disco everyone was like, well, let's do this but better. And the Detroit underground, I want to say techno, I might be wrong about like what they called that music then, that electronic music. I mean, I'm trying to think of when the first time I heard like techno or electronic music in general, as we know it, on the radio, and it wasn't until the late 90s. And I mean, that stuff had been going on for years already at that point. It always catches on way later.
Yeah. It does. It does.
And then some things actually resurface. You remember back in the 90s, we were all probably in junior high, and bell bottoms started to try and come back.
Yeah.
You remember that shit?
Yeah, of course.
Things always.
They're back again.
Yeah,
but that was but rave music was going too at the time. Bell bottoms was coming back, and house was just getting crazy, right? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I think what the article suggested, there could be some facts in that. It's just like what Chrome was saying. It's got great artwork, but other than that, it's fucking boring.
Yeah,
it's boring. Like
the AI stuff, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And even some of the, like, I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't use it, but there's stuff that I've seen that I'm like, that's a cool use for that. And then there's stuff where I'm just like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see this. I don't want to hear it. None of it.
Right.
A good example of it is I like what you guys do. I like what Marilyn does with your thumbnails.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be great if you guys could afford to pay an artist to do those all the time.
Right? Wouldn't that be fucking awesome?
And you can't for lots of reasons, not any of which are you or the artist.
Right.
That's my problem with it. Is it's not a matter of that artist wants too much money. It's not a matter of you can't afford to pay for art. It's the fact that the world where the two of you can get together and make something happen doesn't exist anymore.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
And it's not your fault and it's not his fault. So.
And it could if, I don't know, YouTube fucking paid people. I mean, I'm just saying it's what it's for. Like they built this shit for this. And it's like, oh my God.
War hearts can go dark, you know?
Only way back is to destroy all machines. At this point, he's got a fucking point.
You can't rebuild what you don't destroy.
It's kind of hard to disagree, but okay,
I could say that about the human race. Sometimes I feel like we're too far fucking gone.
Yeah, it's kind of a universal thing.
Yeah, we're still fucking killing each other over resources and political religious views. Go fucking figure.
Yeah.
It is wild to like look at things that happened 100 years ago and go, oh, we should have gotten past that, and we're like, not
we
anywhere near past it.
Yeah, we just love killing each other.
Yeah.
War hearts is right. You know, it's like, read that it's true.
Sure.
You know.
Yes. I would love one. I would love something drastically new and different in my lifetime, in the way we live, and the way the internet's probably the closest thing that drastically changed that I'll come to in my lifetime.
How many people you think in the world right now are 100% in agreement with us on this topic of people wanting a paradigm shift in the public or the world media just will not ask that question or put out an honest poll?
I don't know what the number is, but there are a lot of them. There's a bigger percentage than a lot of people think there is, and a lot of people that don't know that they want it.
Will we all be traitor to the living? I mean, think about that. I thought about that name and what it represents, but I also look at humanity and where we're going, and I know a lot of us of sound mind, and whether it's spiritual or not, who know what's right or wrong, we would instantly be traitors to the living.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because we don't know the number, right? But we know that there are
far more.
There are some masses that are out there who's just living life just to live it without zero fucks.
Yeah.
Because hey, it's easier this way.
Yep.
Then you have us who want to betray that way of living. So yeah, I would say I would 100% fall under that type of fucking traitor to the living.
The nighttime is the right time, word boy.
Yeah. Are we starting a cult? I want to be the guy that serves the fruit punch. I want to be the guy that makes the fruit punch.
Yeah, traitor to the living. Like I was just talking about the name. I'm like, we all know like there's something going wrong, and people, there's no way to slow this train down, right? And the train is mixed with a bunch of happy people, which I think the train is majority, and you guys can debate me on this. Majority of the people on this train right now
are traitors.
Are traitors. They're people who want change and who are good-hearted people who just can't trust a whole lot because that's not what's been betrayed before their very eyes on that television, right? Like, how, if this train is moving so fast and the brick wall is surely coming up here soon, or it's going to run out of fucking railway, are we too far gone to stop the train? Should we just all start jumping and pray for the best? I think that's kind of what we've already done, huh? Here we are now.
I mean, that's what we're always doing.
Right.
Prepare for the worst, hope for the best.
I think we've already jumped. In essence, I think we already jumped.
I feel like people are generally scared of change, even if that change would help them. And they don't want to believe that there's a better way until they're living in it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, 100% probes. That's what I was saying earlier. You got those people that are just living life because it's easier that way. It's so much easier not to go against the grain. I'd much rather scrape by than change, than switch up the chair that I'm sitting in.
Wait, are we then probes? I don't want to say it like this, but I'm going to. Are we cowards?
Yeah. Comfortable cowards. Cowards that don't want to be
Are we
bothered.
are we ready to just give up everything? And because I know Probst is no fool. He knows what it looks like. He knows damn well what it looks like when we all decide we're no longer cowardice and we're just going to give up everything to pursue this.
Do you have any far from center opinions about a thing? And you'll hear someone complain about something and you can be like, well, that thing you don't like could be fixed if we as a society did this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they immediately are like, well, we can't do that.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, so do you care? Do you want to change that thing? Do you really not like that thing? Like, what's the problem then?
That's because people love their own misery. You ever hear that?
Yes.
People are so miserable with what's going on that they don't want to leave it because it'll be uncomfortable to them.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It'll be like, oh, but I'm holding on to this misery. What does it look like if I let it go? Like, I don't know what I feel like if I just let go of my misery.
Right. Right. I mean, it's a
Trader
hard
living.
thing.
Trader to living. I live in a town like that. I live in a small city, very small city. And I talk to people that are just like, they don't know what's going on outside of town. They really don't.
We have
they don't
family
care.
like that, bro. We got family in Dove Creek, Colorado, who are like that.
Creek.
They don't leave Dove Creek, Colorado.
Yeah.
They don't.
Dolores County.
They don't call to ask you how you're doing. They don't visit you. We do all the calling, except for like literally. And I'm gonna probably throw them under the bus because, well, fuck it, family don't watch this anyways. But Chase is the only guy that calls us who even gives a fuck about. Hey, I got cousins out there outside of Dove fucking Creek.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole world out there
Damn, that's in the middle of nowhere.
in the middle of nowhere, Dolores County, and that's the scary thing
That
because a
town
lot of people sit in their homes watching either Fox or CNN.
That town you're looking at, Tone, is probably
it's in the middle of
15% of it is
nowhere.
15% of that town is our family.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird thing for me to like see in action because I grew up in a very heavily populated, diverse place. And I mean, I knew moving here I was gonna be able to expect certain things, but seeing some of that, like, for lack of a better term, slack-jawed yokalism in person is kind of crazy.
It is.
I remember talking to this guy that I worked with that he was like, I don't like big cities. Like, you ever been to one? Yeah, I went to, and he said, I went to here and it was like, not for me. How long were you there, man? You went to like a medium-sized city for like a week, and not even a day or two for a work conference or something, and you like didn't experience any culture or anything about
Nothing.
Nothing.
Go someplace different and live there for a few weeks.
Yeah. Experience the shit.
Like Word Boy. I know people who lived within 10-mile radius of their whole lives, and they fear the outside world because it's unknown. And it's what's been told to them on TV.
Right. They can only go by what they're watching.
Don't leave your country
Yeah.
is the main thing right now.
Right.
Okay. Don't go into your own cities because the immigrants are robbing and killing everyone. Right? That's a picture they love to paint here.
That is. They've been painting it for a long time.
And
All
they've
my
been
life they've been painting
right?
that picture, and it's never been my experience.
But wait, Steve Probst even said it, bro. He was
What?
like, how about the motherfuckers that live in the city or town? They haven't even been down the streets that are locally to them.
Right.
It's like,
That's
you
true
don't even
also.
have to leave. You're like, get out in your neighborhood.
I don't go to that part of town. Motherfucker, your town is 5 square miles.
Right.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah.
You can walk there.
Oh my God. It's
I don't
so
know.
fucking true.
I'm so happy that I got to, at a decently young age, like, get out and see this whole country and live in it, not just fly over it or look at the inside of a hotel room and the resort or whatever the fuck that people do when they travel. I needed to I needed to feel that and live that to form who I am now. And I don't know if I would feel these ways if I never got off of that. I mean, again, it's a very diverse, very populated place, but if I never left Long Island, I don't know if I'd want to have come to a place like where I'm at now. I don't know if I would have gone to cool towns like fucking Prescott, Arizona, or Peoria, Illinois, and like lived a different experience.
But it's all a choice, though, right? You know, you for those people who are stuck there, not for you and I, and you know,
no, I know
the people here right now. It's a choice
to a point. There are people that really can't do the thing.
Meaning physically or mentally?
Well, it's like Probe said. If you only have $1,
right?
You know, then what are you really going to do if you only have $1 a month or something?
Right.
And you know, in that kind of context,
right?
That's true too.
I remember when it was a couple of years ago now. I was talking about building the studio in my basement and what it would cost to my cousin who's grew up very well off. He's on Long Island still. He's a couple years younger than me, and we were talking about it, and he went on this whole diatribe about how you gotta just do it. You know how many times we've talking about his family business. You know how many times we've been like, we just put all our money into it and this and that, blah, blah, blah. And like, he just like didn't understand that, like, for me to drop what essentially is all my rainy day savings into building a home studio in my basement and having nothing afterwards doing that other than the studio itself. And if it failed or if it didn't bring any money or if a fucking rainy day happened after that, like, I'd be fucked. He like didn't understand that was a thing that could happen.
Right.
Because he's never lived it. He's always been, they could have sold the business. He's had his parents, you know, lucky for him to be able to have been provided for his whole life, but he never had any hardships, not in that sense. And he just didn't understand it.
Yeah.
And he was looking at me as if it was like a weakness that I wouldn't just throw away every cent I had saved up into the thing. And like, I don't know. But there is a reality where people need to be able to live. Right. And fortunately, sometimes that means you never leave a 10-mile circle from the place you were born. It sucks.
Which is so unfortunate because Word Boy is right. Like, some people, they don't have the means or the financial assets to go and see places, so they're confined to these little places, and it fucking really sucks. But here's what I plan on doing now that we had this conversation, because I've always wanted to go see New York personally. Like, I always wanted to go see the Big Fucking Apple. I think one of these days I'm just going to wake up, pack me a fucking bag, get into my truck, and I'm going to take an adventure, whether it be with my brother or by myself, and I'm gonna get myself out and I'm gonna go see New York. It's only a 12-hour drive from me. And I'm gonna go experience it. I'm gonna go to. I don't even eat pizza, but I'm gonna go take a bite of a slice of fucking pizza.
It's a. I don't want to say fun. It's a good city to go see if you've never seen it.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm gonna go do.
I would go back only if you wanted me to go back, but other than that, I would never go back again.
Yeah. But see, I want to get my own experience. Right. I want to go see shit I haven't seen before.
I mean. It's a crazy place. Think about, you guys grew up in LA County. Think about how fucking big LA County is and how different one end versus the other end is. New York City, similar. Like, Midtown Manhattan's a trip, and there's a lot of things you can do on that tiny little island. But like, that's less than 20% of what New York City is.
Right.
There's a lot. You got to go spend significant time there and really see a lot to really absorb it all and understand it all. I
think that's where my mind is. I have to go out there and experience these things myself.
Yeah. But, the big part of me saying it's a choice is because my brother and I, like you said, Tom, we grew up in LA City, LA County, and we were a part of gang violence. We were a part of this so-called black culture, and it was just it was just being ignorant. And my brother and I, well, shit, my two brothers, we made a decision to not do that and be educated. Our friends, most of our friends on the other side of the coin, they didn't make a decision. They could have easily stopped doing what they were doing like us, got jobs, and who cares where the job would have been at that time, got a job, got themselves out of the situation, and chose to be a better citizen, chose to be a person that has accountability. And it didn't take some magical, mythical figure to come in our lives and go, you have a choice, do this or that. I don't think anybody could have done that for us.
Yeah.
We just knew what right and wrong was, and we made a conscious decision to get ourselves out of the environment and educate ourselves. That's what accountability looks like. That's what a choice looks like. And if you choose to still stay in that environment and be a product of that environment and have your lineage go that way, and your life consists of in and out of jail and constantly in trouble with the law, can't hold down a job, living with your mother until the age of like 50 because you just couldn't figure it out. That's an issue. You know, and I don't want to sit here and say that there's some mythical white guy out there holding you down to doing that. It's beyond the white man. That was in the fucking past, right? And I still got gripes about that, but you can't pick and choose who's holding you back or who's got this wicked grip on
your life
or someone else's life, because now it's a mixed culture that's in on the most highly devilish acts on this planet.
Yeah. I mean, everything you're saying is definitely fair. I think that it's just not always. It's definitely an excuse. That's definitely a thing people do and say. I think it's different for everyone. I know plenty of well-off white kids that are still living with their parents into their 30s, and it's not because they're not smart or can't make their own way. It's that
it's a choice.
Yeah, it's a choice, and it's emotional. They can't make their own way, not a socioeconomic. They can't make their own way.
Yeah,
some people are just that's who they are.
Right.
I don't know.
But again, I still have to believe like. They even if they know who they are, they still choose to be that way.
Or searching somebody to blame.
Right.
You know, it's easier to search someone to blame.
And we all know it. There are excuses, and it's a choice. Life is just choices. At the end of the day, life is a choice. You either choose, like what was the Andy Dufresne movie? Red said, you either get busy living or you get busy dying. That's your choice.
Yeah. Everyone's got to make a choice.
A
lot of people don't know they have a choice to make.
But that's the thing, though, Tony.
You have a choice to
explain that.
To work that.
Yeah, explain that to me, Tony. A lot of people don't know. Like, how does that look? Like, come on.
I'm trying to not throw anyone under the bus.
Throw them under the fucking bus.
No, I love these people. I don't want to throw them under the bus.
They ain't watching this show.
No. The person I'm going to talk about right now is not. I'm not going to mention names. Person X lives in a brand new, large, beautiful home that was built for her by her family. She's there with her family. She's in an unhappy relationship for her. And she wants to leave. She wants to do her own thing. She wants to go out in the world and be her own person. Her family really manipulates her not to. And she can't emotionally walk away from that. And whether that's her fault or theirs, I can't say. It's probably somewhere down the middle. And I don't know how it changes for her, no matter how many times people close to her that see this tell her that.
Okay, now you painted a great picture. I agree with this statement. Because I too know someone that I don't want to throw under the bus. That, God, you paint the picture. I think you said enough for both of us. I'm sorry. I'm not going to ask you any more questions.
Well, I love this person, and I want the best for her because honestly, she deserves it.
Yeah, same here.
And people will look at her life and go, "What do you mean she deserves it? Look at everything she's got. She's unhappy.
Yeah,
she's been unhappy for a long time."
Okay, but what? So again, I got to revert back to she has a choice to either be happy or she has the choice to stay unhappy.
I've been trying to convince her to make that choice for a long time.
And that's when, okay, so taking the choice out of it and putting people's whatever situation they're in at the forefront. Now that's what we call a mental block, right? That's what we call something that it's got you gripped so far down that you don't want to think about making the choice because you're giving yourself into whatever the situation is. Choice to you doesn't even make any sense anymore because you're giving your all to your particular situation where you can't even see choice. But the moment you give up on the situation and give up on control or the thoughts of others, you start to see that, wait a minute, I have a choice here. I can either be a victim of my environment or I can choose to go out and have the grandest fucking life imaginable.
Right.
It may be hard to get there, but that's my choice.
Because that person woke up trying to decide, am I going to wear this today or wear that today?
Am I going to brush my teeth or am I going to drive or walk to work today?
You're consciously knowing.
Making choices.
So I used to feel sorry. I'm just going to speak about Black people in this situation. Not all Black people, because, there are different struggles here. But because we're half Black, half white, I'm going to pick on certain Black people, particularly in the ghettos. They don't have to be that way. You don't have to go out and rob. You don't have to have a dirty environment and throw your trash on the street. You don't have to not cut your grass or clean your home and make your fucking bed. Just because you're poor, you don't have nothing, don't mean you got to live that way.
Right.
There's
for the most part.
For the most part, there's no reason for your environment to look that way.
Yeah. What does it cost to pick up your shit?
Nothing. What does it cost to be accountable? Now, are there said plans in this infrastructure where it's designed to keep certain people of color and ideas down? Absolutely.
Sure.
100%.
Yeah, I believe that.
But can you get around it? Can you circumnavigate the shit? Yes. Look at us. We're fucking proof. Look at Tony. We're proof. Now, we're not gonna, I don't want to say ever, but the likelihood of us being rich and being able to help communities is kind of going to be unlikely at this point.
Right.
Okay? But it doesn't mean we can't help fucking people. And I just wish people would just leave the politics out of it.
The excuses.
Leave the excuses, leave the pointing of fingers, because we all know the world we're born in is not going to shake our hand fairly. It's always going to be with a crossed finger behind the back.
Yeah, I agree with that. When people leave it out, when people leave the politics out of it, and they form a community. Now, I mean like the community we have here. You guys being here for all the people in the chat, for me being there for you and for all them as well. That's where that's the difference. Community means everything, and I don't know when it happened because it was before me, but communities changed, and I don't know whose fault it is. But it's not the same as it was. It's not like it was when
Chrome said that.
What's that?
It's not the same. Well, he just you hit something that he was going on about his kids can't find homes because they're all 400,000. It's not the same when he was growing up.
Right. It's not. You know, my mother didn't buy a house until the late 90s, and she was born in 1955. Even for people that age, it was difficult. People like to think back, people out my age think back, it was easier for our parents. And it was, but it was already kind of fucked for them.
Right. Yeah.
Especially when inflation then was high, but it's like, this is like 200 times the inflation of when we're growing up, right?
I think it's higher than that.
It's way higher. So it's not even a candle or spark to what our boomers went through.
Right.
We're going through something that no one's gone through.
But our wages don't match what the inflation
They are
is.
so far out of balance, right? They say all these graduating kids right now out of these colleges are trying to get into entry-level positions so they can hit the stepping stone, come out, get these $100,000 jobs, and they're just not there.
Right. They're not.
AI's taking a lot of them, and their other ones are just filled up with stagnant because people don't want to move because there's no growth anywhere else.
And people older people can't retire.
And no, people are working until they're I saw an article, this lady, she's 80 years old working at Walmart because she can't afford to retire.
My dad's going to be 71 in December, and he still works like 50 hours a week.
It's crazy.
He's going to kill himself.
It's crazy.
The problem is, if I get him to retire, he's probably going to fucking die of boredom.
That's the thing, too.
Right.
But I want the guy to take it slow,
Right.
and get out of the situation he's in and relax a little bit, because he's not relaxed his entire life, and he deserves to relax.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And we're like, Lamar and I are fortunate enough to where we could be self-employed, right? And we can use music as a passive income. We just put ourselves on another platform that if people needed a band for like a party or a graduation or
That's great.
Christmas parties and conventions, like, you know, these are ways where you can have a passive income if you have a niche. Now, we wouldn't be ready to do this had Maryland not said, let's go in for a year, because what that year did for us every day in here was instill the confidence that we can be building music careers and going to get passive income doing that. We were actually accustomed to doing that years ago with a band, and we saw how hard we had to work and what had to go into it, and then we saw the following build at the same time. So we know it can be done. We're not afraid of hard work. But here's the other thing, real quick, Tony.
Yeah.
We're in a day and age where no one wants to do that anymore. If it's not right there in front of them, right here, right now, they're unhappy.
Yeah, we've built a world where everything is easy, and yet none of our lives are easy. How many hours would you say a day you're musicking? Even if it's being on the podcast, you know, being live and just talking, but like, how much time a day do you spend doing stuff related to that room you're sitting in right now?
The 1 hour or the 1 year live is a great representation of what we're putting in, because once the cameras go off, we may stay another 30 minutes, and before the cameras go on, we're probably in here for an hour or two.
All right, so let's say 4 hours a day.
Yeah.
But that's safe. It's safe. That's safe. Yes.
That's 1,460 hours in a year.
Good God.
People talk about mastering something after 10,000 hours. You going to do this for another 7 years?
Easily.
Yeah.
I mean, exactly the way you're doing it right now.
No,
you're not.
no,
But
no.
my point is, there's a lot that goes into it. If you want to do something like what you're doing and practice, and master it, it's a lot more than you'd think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's endless. It's an endless pursuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done the math a few times. Like, have I done this for 10,000 hours yet? Nope. I'm only at like 2,500 hours. Like, wow. And I've been doing this 20 years. That's crazy.
I got 10,000 hours in the farrier world. I know that for sure.
That's great.
Yeah, but that's like a 12-hour, sometimes 10-hour, gig.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it's safe to say we live in a very entitled world. You're looking at the people who came from an era where you had to work at something. You had to put in the hours at something. It's not like a person who all they know is their home studio and then they expect to go out in the real world and do something live. Even that takes knowledge and understanding and years behind it. We did that for 5 fucking years before we went on our hiatus from music. It's nothing on this planet can you just convert over, walk into, and be a master at it.
Yeah.
No. But people want to because they want it easy. And I get
They want
it.
it, and they want it now.
I get it. We're all Veruca Salt sometimes. But, man, it'd just be nice if everyone in the world can just do what they wanted and be able to live and enjoy it. And
Stop that talking of that utopian talk that I always
people
talk.
can't.
You knock that shit off. What are you talking about? Just follow your dreams and just be comfortable with life? Fuck out of
Find
here.
your true north, man.
Yeah.
Okay, look, before we get out of here, let me present this question to you, Tony.
Sure.
And this is for everyone.
Or aren't. You're not the first person to call me that.
Yeah. Well, I'll be a commie too, because I'm always talking like, get rid of fucking money and we just help each other to live.
Here's the question.
Sure, yeah.
Let's say you come here to visit in our small town, and we have a couple of doctors here, a couple of ex-law enforcement, a couple of working dentistry folk, and
Plumbers and
electricians. They're all around here. They're
Contractors,
They're just in this community. And then Tony decides, we got a huge farmer organization that we all know each other, and they constantly growing things year round. But Tony comes to visit, and one of my friends that they all happen to be here when you get here, they go, Tony, we love your energy. We love who you are as a person. Would you like to live debt-free? And we just build you a home in our community.
A home of your choosing and liking.
Whatever size you want, however you want it.
In a location you want it within our community.
Within the community. Okay. And the only thing we ask of you, what do you do for a living, Tony?
Right now I work in IT.
Okay, the only thing we ask from you is you support the community with all IT-related questions, no matter what time of the day. It's not going to be a very hard job. It's not going to be like you're up 24/7. But you essentially help the community with IT. And in return, you're going to get the home. We know a couple of contractors who live in the community. We have all the produce and necessities you'll ever need. You'll be checked out by the community doctor. You'll have any vehicle you would like. You'll have it repaired for free with our other neighbor down the road. You see where I'm going with this, right?
Yeah, and you call me the commie?
Okay. What stresses? What stresses do you have now? There's a fine line with communism, and there's
I'm totally making a joke.
Utopia. Oh, I know, and that's why I said this question. Like, does that sound like there's no currency involved? We take a man here.
Chrome is right. It's
for his word.
Yeah, and it's called the bartering. The bartering.
There you go, Chrome. Yes. There you go.
I'm all about it. I mean, I like where I live, and I have family here that I can't really do without, or wouldn't want to move away from. But in the bubble, in the the theory of this question, 100%. If I could just fucking do sound for everyone in town, because I'd rather do that than IT work. If I could just,
right.
And just help wire everyone's shit together and record all the music and mix all the live shows and play the music for the people that wanted to hear it.
Right.
and live my life and just be that, yeah, sign me up.
I mean, word boy, is that?
1 million carats.
I'll trade
for a
you.
house?
Yeah, well, I'll trade you 1 million carats for a house. Like, is that not a great deal?
It defeats you.
There's a point to which the people do that.
What's up, Samurai?
I met a guy in a different internet community a couple of years ago who this is all he talked about. Specifically, the barter community thing. He's like, you making some soup? Make 3 gallons of soup and bring it to your neighbor.
Right.
Don't ask for anything in return. Just do that.
Right.
You can afford to do a thing. Do it for everyone that you can afford to do it for, whether they need it or want it or not, or ask for it or not.
Right.
And if everyone did that, utopia.
Right.
You know, and the wife and I knew a guy who hunted elk and bear. That's all he did. And he's constantly bringing home fresh meat. I said, look, I will shoe your horses. In return, you give me fresh game meat. And he looked at me and he was like,
What?
but because the horses he had, I think, you're $550 every time you come out. And I go, yeah, but you'll be saving me money on meat.
Right. You give me
And
200
this
pounds
is-
of meat a quarter. I don't need to eat anything else.
And this is
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
This
yeah.
is fresh,
This is fresh.
non-store bought.
Right,
You know, like he was like, you would do that? And we were going to do it. The deal was signed, but we ended up leaving Washington. But that's what I'm talking about. Imagine a world where that is even a thing
And
anymore.
what's funny about that is when you get to that point, the value of everything, the difference in values of it, it's like running everything in the world through a compressor. The value of everything that's here and everything that's here, just start doing this. And pretty soon, everyone can afford to do everything.
Yep.
Everyone can have access to everything. It's
I always get this follow-up question when
Look
I
at this motherfucker right here.
Wait,
free
hold
trips
up.
to the basement.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I always get this follow-up. Always get this follow-up question when I speak like this, and they go, "Yeah, but what about the people who are on drugs and lazy and who don't want to do anything?" And I tell them it's very simple. You only have the mind frame of what we as a people have constructed for ourselves. It's
That's
hard
it
for
right
you
there.
to it's hard for you to think utopic.
Right.
But like ants in the colony, those that don't move, you move around them.
God, I
And
love when you say that, bro.
and you
It's
still
a really
have
good
to
phrase.
get
I like it too.
Yeah.
yes, you still have to get the job done.
Right.
We live in a box. The box is in a bigger space. Most people don't realize that the box isn't all the space.
And that's what I'm talking about.
They just have no idea.
No clue.
And you've lived one way all your life, and you have no idea that something else is possible. Anything else is possible.
And then Warheart Arts, look. How did the native Indians in their huge communities, would this not be on the same grounds as native Indians back in the day? Or are we just overlooking this? I mean, didn't people of the tribes, didn't they have a niche in things?
From what I understand about that culture prior to Europeans coming to this part of the world, that is somewhat how they lived. From what I
Right.
understand. Not quite, Lennon. No, not quite.
Yeah, Word Boy is like he likes that about the US because I guess in Europe, people don't want to fucking hear about other ways of fucking surviving or living.
Right.
It's a much older place. The constraints of the world around them are much tighter. We have it easy here.
How
People
many-
want to complain about
Yeah.
people coming into the country or taking away jobs or not having enough space. Are you fucking kidding me? There's so much space here.
So much.
There's so
How
much
many-
wasted space here.
That's another
Okay.
thing. Yeah, be accountable for all the wasted fucking
How many
space.
people do you think, Tone, if this community was real, and this goes for all the chat, how many people you think would sign up on our fucking waiting list right now to find out you can have a life like this in this small community, and there's a waiting list or there's a list in which we're growing? How many people will sign up for that stress-free life that All I have to do is bring the niche that I'm passionate about, and I can live stress-free.
I don't know how to even quantify that, but I definitely know people who would be like, "Yeah, let's go."
Yeah, right now.
Like,
let's go.
I can just rattle off a list of friends and family that'd be like, "Yeah, well, I'll do that."
Isn't that scary? Because I think we can all rattle off a fucking list right now.
Yeah. People living off the grid right now be like, I'm already doing it, but I'll come to a community.
Yeah.
There are definitely communities like that exist that we don't even know about, and they're probably trying to keep people not keep people out, but like control it, keep it because so it doesn't go bad or it doesn't fall apart.
But even they know you can only survive a community like that with numbers, because the more resources you have, the more you thrive.
Like, but how do you start that? Do you have to convince? Okay, here we go.
I don't think you have to convince anybody.
Here we go.
I think you if you plastered that shit out in the internet,
here we go,
and you commercialed that shit right, those who are already looking for that will come running and knocking at your fucking door.
This is probably how you would do it. You ready?
Yeah.
100 tight friends. We all get together in one room for a meeting. This is exactly how you do it, now that I'm thinking about it. And we all commit. Every family says, okay, every paycheck, we're going to have a bank account. Mm-hmm. Every paycheck, everyone is going to throw in
a community account,
right? As much as they possibly can for, let's just say 2 years. And we're going to strap the fucking beltways. Like, we're going to be almost college kids. Nothing but Top Ramen and toothpaste. Right? And we're going to do this. We're going to do this for 2 years until we've come up with enough money to not only buy land, erect homes on this, get it suitable for farm life, and self-sustainable, so when we do quit our jobs, we have enough to support ourselves. We have the right people in the communities, and shit, you don't even have to quit your job. You can just keep shit coming in just passively, right?
Right.
Part-time shit.
I think there's a lot more people that think about this than we realize, because I just searched on the internet how to build a commune, and the results are massive. There's a lot there. And I think about the amount of people who, I mean, I'm not talking about like doomsday preppers, but the people that think about the world we live in and if it could end and how it could end, and maybe they're not actually preparing, but they're thinking about preparing. They're building what they need in their own head to survive a sea change in the landscape, and I'd be willing to bet this would be easier than we would think.
You know how possible it is if you just have 2 or 3 billionaires that thought like us, and they bought up portions of land. Let's just say somewhere there's a lot of land like Texas. Let's just say they bought like, I don't know, 100 square miles of land, right? And they said, okay, this is what we need. We need contractors, engineers. We need everything that's running America today, but we need it in a small community. And they go and they plaster it over the internet. This is what we're building. It's going to get bigger. Every job, everyone is welcome. We're not capping it out. We just want to start now. We'll have our own little system. We're going to work outside of the government. Our billions will carry us along until we become self-sufficient. And then we'll just use those billions for a community bank. So if someone needs like a transfusion or maybe or like a kidney donation or anything like for the unforeseen, because you just can't totally wing off of modern society, right? So you have this bank for tapping in back into the system, but you can also tap out.
Right. But you can also build your own clinics and
100%. But you have to start.
Give your own blood to the clinics.
True, but you have to start. You have to start small first. Right? I'm just talking,
I got you.
I'm just talking small first.
You always have surplus. Well, eventually you have surplus to sell off to bring in what you need from outside.
Right. Yes. You can feasibly do the same thing if you have enough financial backing. I ain't moving to Texas.
They only have 2 things in Texas. That's steers and queers. I don't know if that's what Chrome was going to say.
I think that's.
I mean, that's definitely the line.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
That's funny as fuck, Chrome. You son of a bitch.
That movie's so quotable.
I forgot the name of the movie. What was the name of the movie?
I was going to call it Apocalypse Now. It's not. It's
Platoon.
Full Metal Jacket.
Oh, Full Metal Jacket. Yeah, I thought it was
yeah.
Platoon. Yeah.
Love that movie.
Right? Full Metal. Joker 762 million.
I quote that movie so much. My favorite's
We're Jolly Green Giants.
What is this Mickey Mouse shit?
Yeah, what is this Mickey Mouse shit?
Say that all the time.
Traitor to the living. Don't mess your pants in Texas.
Woo! We're just Jolly Green Giants walking through. Isn't that the same one, or is that Platoon?
Is that
I think that's Platoon.
That was Platoon?
Yeah.
I think. I'm not so versed in that movie.
I just, hey, look, that just gave me ideas, and I'm like, why can't we do this, people? Why couldn't we do this?
Won't someone think of the shareholders?
Would there be jealousy involved with this? Would there be a Judas involved if you started this? Would there be
I don't see how, because
who's
everybody's
not seeing the big picture?
I don't see how they wouldn't join.
I don't see how there isn't. But I fully believe that a community should police itself.
Yeah. Yep. But those wouldn't join. If they had a problem with that and there was no income to weigh yourself over to the next man because everybody had pretty much the same shit, what's to hate on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no president. There's no one sitting with fucking on a throne with community cash up under their ass. What's to hate on? And if you have a problem like that, you wouldn't join any goddamn way.
Someone's always drinking the haterade, though. Someone will find something to be mad about.
Oh, but it'll be shit like, well, I want to fucking date Bob's wife.
Right.
You know what I mean? It'll be something
That's
foolish.
exactly what I was thinking, to be honest
Yeah,
with you.
it'd be something foolish. And if that's the case, go fucking look. We don't have a perimeter fence around here. There's fucking women all over the place.
Oh, look, Warheart's like, my wife is hot. You'll hate me. I think there's always going to be.
See, instantly it always comes down. Look, this community has no goddamn gate. Go to fucking Oklahoma and find you a woman. But you don't have to take the community fucking women.
You know what? I think
we're not barbarians.
Beverly Hillbillies. I think literally for a person to want to agree to this, literally, they would not be in this mindset.
No. That's what I'm saying.
They would have already come to the conclusion that
you're commies.
You have to be a certain way.
You goddamn communist. Go to Russia.
You have to be a certain way and willing to give up some shit to live stress-free.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm sure if it worked, someone would figure out a way to make it illegal and we wouldn't be able to do it anymore.
Right. Because it's taking money out of the government's pocket.
Right. Just like I can't put up solar panels on my roof without paying the man.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. So what? You got to become
the sun's not free anymore, apparently.
You got to be a sovereign state now. Like, I don't know. Like, that's what's weird about the UK, right? Isn't there? And you UK people, help me with this. But isn't London a sovereign land? It's not actually a part of the UK or something weird about it, man. Yeah, it was a weird fact that it's not even tied to it. It's its own little thing.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I don't know about that either. It's interesting.
Somebody in UK has to know that.
Are there any Brits in here right now?
Yeah, word boy.
He says, isn't it illegal to be off grid in California? No, it's not, actually. You can live off a grid any fucking state.
Yeah, you can live off the grid anywhere.
Your prerogative.
I thought I saw Word Boy say he's from Ireland. You don't want to call them Brits. They get angry about that. Yeah, see, there it is.
Yeah. Hey, Ireland ain't no goddamn
Ireland.
He's from Ireland. Wait, I gotta get my Ireland.
Figure it out.
They get me ma for me caravan for me ma.
I love the
Ireland. You fuck.
They are the fucking most like rebellious people.
Yeah,
it's the fucking best. They're my heroes.
Oh, hang on. Maryland's saying no. You're thinking of the church. Probe says no. It is part of the UK.
You're thinking of the Vatican. The Vatican's its own city. It's its own sovereign.
No.
country.
But the Vatican is one thing, but there's something about London. Probes or Word Boy, you guys got to help me with this. There's something about, and help me look this up, Tone. But there's something about, I think London is a sovereign. Man, I don't want to butcher it, but I just saw. I know the wife saw this with me. It's not the church.
Word Boy, like everything here is cushy.
London has 2 police services.
I don't even know how to search this. I also can't type for shit. Secret City of London, which is the Secret City of London, which is not part of London. Okay.
Yeah. There we go. London is just like DC, Destructo.
Metropolitan Police in the city of London.
Oh, okay. I understand now what you mean. It's not a municipality in the way the rest of the municipalities are a municipality.
Right. It functions completely different, even though it's in the same area. But I thought there was like, I thought it got deeper than that. Like even the rules are fucking oddly different.
Yeah, this article I'm reading is not stating that. It's just talking about the history. Is London its own country? Okay, let's look at that. What does that say? London is not.
Yeah, I get you,
right
Meryl.
either.
Yeah.
Okay, Chrome's saying not completely different.
No, Probes is saying that.
Okay, yeah, Probes. Yeah, I get you, Marion. I might have some things mixed up. She's saying, yeah, it's the Vatican.
Are you maybe confusing that with the Church of England, which is like its own church?
Its own church.
It's not part of the Roman Catholic Church. It's not part of anything. It's just it's its own fucking thing.
It's its own
It's like its own religion.
Okay.
As far as like a governing body of a church would be.
Okay.
Yeah, Probe says some islands have different rules too, so it's
okay. But yeah, I mean, even that suggests one could do many of things in one's country if the money's there.
right.
Yeah. Or if you have all the boats and you can just take over every place you want to go before anyone else does. Like,
Right.
Like the English did.
Yeah.
Fucking
I mean, pretty much.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Talking about imperialism.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Talking about why Word Boy can't have nice things in his own country.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but if you ask me, people would they would sign up for it. I would think the waiting list would be so large that there would be people trying to sneak on or even offering outrageous amount of money to bump up the list.
Which would be like, sir,
We don't have money.
We don't have money here.
right?
That's not going to.
That
But I will pay you millions.
right to contribute to the growth of this. And
See, I don't think so, because I think the people that don't understand that there wouldn't be money don't understand that there wouldn't be money.
right, because they're still tied to
They
it.
don't get it.
Yeah, that's a wicked thing to be tied to money like that, where you just don't even understand life without it. That's fucking mind numbing to me.
Yeah. We started shit with where Ireland is away
Well,
from
Ireland-
those. What is he? Those pesky Brits. Ireland,
That sounded a little Scottish. Maybe.
Yeah,
that
what?
did.
Hold on, I got to figure out my Ireland accent.
I'm not
I have to
good at
resort back to my snatch days. Have to really think about it.
But we have family in Ireland.
Yeah, we got some family in Dublin. Maybe we'll come out there and hang out with Word Boy. He'll show us around.
Right, we're half black and half Irish.
Maybe
And as our grandmother would say, "You're fucked."
I was going to say you're all fucked. That's really funny that your grandmother said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she.
Ireland, you guys are proper fucked.
Which one of these niggers are mine, Michelle?
It's cushy here.
They're both yours, mother.
Right.
Then they're fucked.
Keep your hands off me, Lucky Charms.
Our friends used to say, how do you understand what your grandmother is saying?
It was horrible.
Because she had a nasty Milwaukee Irish
she had this Midwest Irish
Said, don't
accent.
you know all the time?
Don't,
Don't you know?
Everything's with a hard R and shit.
Yeah,
Arr. Which one of these nuggers are mine, Michelle?
And it was always,
They're twins, Ma.
Yeah.
They're both yours.
Get a caravan for his ma.
It's really funny.
Some funny shit. We grew up with a funny grandmother.
A bunch of-
She used to smoke these fucking huge,
more
long,
red,
those
more
longs.
reds, and everything out of like. I remember the O'Malleys. I didn't like. We didn't even know who a fucking O'Malley was. Oh yeah, you remember the O'Malleys?
Take some coins, you fucks, and go play some games, would ya?
She was the best woman ever.
Best grandmother ever.
What was her last name?
Fisher. It was
Fisher.
Fisher.
C?
Or the Burks.
No, it was the FHISH or
FISHER.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or the Burks.
Or the Burks.
Technically, we're Burks.
Burks.
If we go back on our lineage, we're Burks.
Burks. Aye.
That's cool
my-
that you
yeah.
that you know.
Yeah, Word Boy says your grandmother sounded like a proper Irish grandmother.
Oh, she was a proper twat.
Yeah.
Yep, that's how you spell it too, Word Boy.
Burke.
Right now, he's gonna be like, I'm a bird. I got birds on my mother's side.
Come and pick us up. Come pick us up, Word Boy.
Come pick us up.
Take us back to the
too
motherland.
Take us to the motherland.
We're going to be eating all me Lucky Charms.
Proper twat.
Yeah, a proper twat. It's cushy there,
I
right?
bet
You
it's
guys
real
just sound like
cushy.
Scotty right now.
Yeah, that's because
Speaking of Scotty, where is that motherfucker?
Scotty is busy.
So we
gotta
talked to Scott last on WhatsApp, and he is up to his neck in trying to get patches done and make money for himself.
Good for him.
So he needs to make money, not sit here and fuck around with monkeys
Right, I
all
get it.
damn day.
I
So
get
it's an easy thing to understand.
Yeah.
But he said he was going to try and get on one of these popcorn nights, but I think we're just so late, and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, that doesn't help.
it don't help at all.
No, but he's messed and he knows it. Scotty knows.
Big ocean between us and him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows he's
Yeah.
loved.
Word Boy, hop in our Discord and let's chat it up. Meryl, can you put your email up there?
Somebody can.
It's simple, Word Boy. It's Marilyn at symptomsofreality.com. Email that. Get in our Discord and let's talk. I'll be laughing if this motherfucker is part of our lineage.
family. I'd be like, what the fuck? My long lost cousin is Word Boy?
A buddy of mine.
Holy shit.
A buddy of mine from high school moved to Italy a few years ago, and he's always like, he's near Naples, and my mom's side of the family came from outside Naples. He's like, oh, are they still here? I'm like, yeah, there actually are still some there. He's like, oh, I should find them. I'm like, there's no way you're gonna find the Loros that are like related to my family. There's like probably a fucking zillion of them. Mm-hmm. It's like such a standard name there. He's always asking me like, oh, I met someone with this name. Are you related?
You're like, yeah, come
No,
on, dude.
man.
It's so far-fetched, man.
Yeah, it's a big country.
Yeah. It's bigger than your mind.
It is. But isn't it crazy though? Like your lineage, like my mom's side, white Irish, like immigrants, gypsies and shit. Mm-hmm. And then my dad's side, black Germans, the Eichelbergers, Heichelbergers.
That's crazy.
Yep.
You know, and so it's just strange on how everybody think there's this pure state. You know, like how could you even think you're pure any fucking thing, even when you think you're pure?
Only thing we're pure is human.
Right?
Yeah.
Pure fucking human.
You peel my skin off, I'm pink and I bleed.
Why would you want to be racist? Right? This is what I thought was always funny. And never experienced like eating a taco or curry or
I'm hungry.
or some kind of fucking exotic ethnic food. Like, why would you close your mind off to that and just live someone else's guideline of just hate, and just love your own kind?
It never made sense to me.
Why be so weak-minded not to have your own fucking life?
I was always fascinated because I was like, my brother and I are mixed. We can't be fucking racist. I hate white people.
You could be double racist.
Yeah, double. I hate myself because I'm black, and I hate my other half because I'm white.
Which our grandmother already said, you're the worst of both worlds.
Yeah, proper fucked.
So good luck to you. I'm like, damn, grandma, you mean as fuck.
Yeah.
But I guess you're right too.
God damn, grandma.
The Irish were the biggest immigrants back in the day. They ain't trying to boot them motherfuckers out.
Nope.
It's funny how they pick and choose who they want in and out of the country as immigrants when we're all fucking immigrants.
When you go to New York, go to Sunnyside, Queens, it's still a hotbed of Irish immigration.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
Except Hero. This world needs a hero. Ain't no motherfucking immigrant. This is his native land.
Oh, for real?
He's on a reservation right now talking like, yeah, except for me, I'm
scalp taking motherfucker too.
I just no. I'm fine here. You guys have done enough. You took all my buffalo and gave us smallpox. I killed half my generation. It's fine. And you call it Thanksgiving.
I'm trying to find. Did he leave a comment? I'm trying to find some shit.
No, I'm just saying.
Okay. Oh, like I'm just clicking through. Like, what did he say?
I just know Hero is Native American.
What did that goddamn savage say? He's a savage.
Shit.
That was a word, right? Savage. Was that any worse than nigger?
Not
Why
really.
you gotta use the hard ER though? It's so uncomfortable.
I don't know.
It's all pretty, do you guys know about have you heard about how there are people are starting to call AI clankers?
Clankers.
Yeah, people decided that we need a derogatory term for robots. Love it.
Humans are good at fucking coming up with fucking words to just downgrade.
Yep.
Ethnicity in society.
Especially the military.
Oh, the military.
When they go to
really
war,
good.
the enemy instantly has a derogatory name like yellow man or sand nigger or Charlie
or skinnies
or it's like gook. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
I don't know, man.
They need to replace that. They need to have some sort of hate so they can kill the other person and not not feel bad about it. I think that's why the military does it.
That's it. It's got to be it.
It has to be it. Let's come up with like some horrible name.
Which is an interesting argument to the people that say like, oh, we're humans. We're like, it's in our DNA to kill each other. Then
Right.
why do we need to make up names to hate the person that we're trying to kill?
Exactly,
Yeah.
Tone. See, Tone knows what I'm talking about, man. It goes deeper than this.
That just kind of blew my mind right there. I've
It's
never thought of it that
crazy.
way.
That's what I'm saying. We have to build up these things to generate hate to make it okay.
But you got to get it. But you have to get away from media, right? You have to get away from media to go see what the real world is about. If you don't get away from media and go get your own experience and ask the real questions, which we're going to go back and do again here shortly. If you guys didn't see the earlier us 2 years ago, we used to do that. We used to go out in the streets and ask those questions, and we would get answers that we were like, holy shit, did you hear what he or she said? You know, and we were getting our own information. And 9 times out of 10, we were hard pressed to find anybody who watched fucking media. Every time they would say, I don't watch fucking TV or I don't watch the news because it's full of bullshit.
Yeah, it is full of bullshit. It's funny, the social media I use that's decentralized and all that, people post news articles all the time, and the like ratio, the like numbers for like major media outlets are always like nothing compared to like and I mean even like a great example is like a New York Times article that it absolutely supports the left-leaning ideals of most of the people on the network. 1 like, 2 like, and then like the discussion of that exact same subject by the users, hundreds of likes. People are like legitimately avoiding the big media.
You know what Cressy is onto something too. You know, it's hard. It's easier to pull a trigger on a stranger
That's what I'm trying to say. You put a word, like even Word Boy says, if you put a word behind that, it's powerful. You put some sort of anything. Go out there and kill you some gooks. It sounds like, they're the enemy because that's how they're brainwashing that into you.
Right.
Not go out there and kill another human being who's just trying to make a life for himself. And now he has to fight for his government.
Right. Who falls captive under his government, who doesn't even know why he's at war, just told what to do.
Small picture, look at just the way our current government media talks about people within our own country, just in our country. And it's the same thing. That's, dehumanize people, call them something they're not, give them a bad name. It's real easy to talk shit on them afterwards.
It is.
But how weak are we as the populace to want to forfeit our lives for someone else's agenda that we have nothing, we know nothing
No
about,
context
to
other
pick
than-
up a motherfucking tool instrument designed to kill people,
No
and,
context.
and go on the battlefield because he said so, and my
Yeah.
drill sergeant brainwashed me to believe you're my enemy. What does that say about the fucking people that are weak enough to? And here we go right here, and I got to stop right here. I am not disrespecting anyone in the military or who stands up and fights for their respective countries. I love my military, but at the same time, I have to fucking ask questions. I'm not the type to go out there and kill someone from what someone else's problems are. If it's a threat to my country and people, I'll be the first to pick up arms and defend my country. But I want to know what I'm getting myself into.
Right.
Am I going to go kill somebody because he didn't buy you a fucking dinner at Red Lobster?
Because help me understand how my life is worth your cause. Because I love my life. I love living life. And that's not to say I don't love America.
Right.
I love my idea of America. But you need to sell me on this.
Yeah.
They can
And if-
sell you. They can
and if-
sell you.
and if
They're
you
just going to
can't
be
sell-
lying to you.
Right.
Yeah, the
and
truth.
I need to know every fucking thing. I need to know all context. I need to know what the Saudis said to the damn Syrian who spoke to the Iranian who was there that day. And if you can't fucking give me the truth,
You can't handle the truth. Fucking David.
because your war is big money. That's what Simon says. And that's all it comes down to. Big money, and for people like DARPA and Skunk Works to test new fucking guns and new war products. Because it's big money in that. And you know who wants to buy that, Simon? Every time Skunk Works and Lockheed Martin and Raytheon come out with a new product, you know who wants to buy these killing machines? Everyone. It's global.
Everyone.
The Africans, the Europeans, the French, the Russians, the Chinese.
I saw an article today about, and I'm going to get names wrong, so I'm trying to find it real quick to nail it down. But basically, the company that was, no, not BlackRock. One of the military conglomerates is sending like a private army to Haiti.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, they're just like,
Oh yeah, because they're fighting that crime, the
gangs
crime
back.
wave. Yeah,
I'm trying to find the,
Which
I
is
don't remember who it
crazy.
was. I keep wanting to say BlackRock, but it's not BlackRock.
Blackwater. It's Blackwater.
Blackwater. That's it.
Yeah. My
That's
wife
it.
and I saw a
guy's
hellacious documentary in Haiti where the cops have left the fucking city.
Yeah,
and now
they're in a bad spot there, and
they're in
like
a horrible
and everyone's unfortunately the only answer that anyone's coming up with is like, oh, let's just go imperialize them, and like, I don't have an answer. I don't have an answer, but all the answers I'm hearing are not the answer.
they're not great at all.
Right.
No, and it can't end with your country is now mine.
Right.
That's never a great solution. So you're gonna, it's okay. It may be better than what's going on there now, but so the wife and I watched this documentary. People, believe it or not, are still trying to go outside and work. But here's the thing. Bullets are flying every single day, and people go out and they just don't come back. So the gang leaders have provided the people with protection as long as part of the money goes back to the gang members. which leaves them with little to nothing because their supplies are also going to the game members for free. So they don't even have enough for the regular people who just want to live. And every day they go out, it's a gunfight. There's not one day that goes by where there's not someone dying.
And the worst part about it is they're on a tiny little island in the middle of the ocean.
Nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. It's like one thing if you're in a place where, I mean, you shouldn't have to leave, and that sucks if you're in a war-torn place, but like, if you can get up and just move away, at least you have that. They don't even have that going for them. That sucks.
It's just...
What happens, see, this is the thing. And we have this thing, and you can all agree, and we call it, you know, the UN. But when it's not global justice, we only like to look at Ukraine, but we don't want to look at Coney in the Congo. We don't want to look at Haiti, you know, where people are dying every day. We care, but we don't care about, it's just Haiti. It's just some black on black crime. Who really gives a shit?
Right.
We're talking about resources. Like, we have to worry about Ukraine. Fuck Haiti. It's just an island. And it's that type of response from the world that makes us look as a human civilization look shitty.
I wonder if my wife can pull up. She showed me a video of a woman speaking about slavery. And in Africa today, slavery is at its strongest than it's ever been. 700,000 Africans or something like that still enslaved by their own people.
Probably pulling coca beans off the trees or metals out of the ground.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Blood diamonds.
Sucks. Not even diamonds. Forget diamonds.
Forget diamonds.
What do they have? Lithium, right? I think it's
Oh,
lithium.
yeah. Those lithium.
Is all in Africa.
Even the Chinese are over there enslaving Africans.
Well, that's why there's, you know, big money, big country, big money interest in certain parts of Africa. It's exactly that, the resources.
Yo,
They
Tone,
don't care about the people, they care about the resources.
black people are hunting down other Africans who live in villages, who know nothing about nothing, and hunting them down to bring them to slave camps to mine lithium and all kind of crazy shit, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That shit is not on the news. How come that's not global?
I just told you.
Fuck Ukraine. What about that?
Yeah, see, Word Boy gets it, but Sudan, the Congo, countless other places are in much worse situations.
Way
for
worse.
Many fucking decades.
Yeah.
Many
How about
decades.
the mass genocide in Rwanda?
How about Gaza Strip? Yo, and now we probably shouldn't talk about this. Let's not talk about that.
Yeah. But how easy would it be to send like 15,000 troops with armed vehicles and weapons to go take over Haiti back and relinquish it to the people of solid sounding minds?
Yeah.
Get rid of the bullshit and hand it back to the people. Leave some military police there, some world governed police there.
Probably about as easy as it was to do it in Afghanistan or Iraq or
And half of
Vietnam
them would give up.
or
Right.
any of the other places that we fucked up in the last
Right.
100 years.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Word Boy, you're right. Let's not get too heavy. Actually, you know what? This song right here.
Shit is just despicable out there in the world. Word Boy's like, everything is falling apart for fuck's sake.
We're losing, but it's nice to know that we're all on the same track, and we all have, you know.
Warheart, are you a Mets fan? They're falling apart right now, bro. What's
Oh
going
my
on?
God. I don't follow
Well,
baseball.
shit, I'm a
I,
Jets fan.
I think he's making a joke, but
Oh, yeah.
it's just funny.
Yeah, the world
because they
is
are
going
falling
to
apart.
shit. Yeah, the world is falling apart. This is the times where I just want to go to everybody that's struggling in their perceived worst and just sit down with them and
Hug
share
'em.
and just not hug them, but share a bowl of Fruity Pebbles. Or whatever their cereal choosing is, Cocoa Puffs. I don't give a shit. Let's just sit down, not talk about nothing, and enjoy a bowl of fucking cereal.
Hey, we should do
Watch
that.
our favorite
We should-
cartoon.
Hold on. You're
right?
onto something.
And zone the fuck out.
You're onto something.
Yeah.
So we used to go out and we used to ask people questions and put it on YouTube. What if we do that? What if we go out with 3 different types of milk, because you know this world is fucked up,
Yeah.
and a cereal box, right? Like
Yeah,
Captain
yeah.
Crunch, Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
and sit down. I have a portable table. Sit down and say,
dude, just
cereal.
Would you want to have some cereal
dude,
with
have
us
a bowl
and
of
have a
cereal
conversation?
with me
I love cereal.
Yeah,
That's
Right?
like that's who's the guy? I don't know his name. That does the interviews on the New York City subway, where instead of holding a microphone, they hold Metro cards. That's just like his thing. Mm-hmm. It's a similar thing. You could be the guys with the cereal bowls.
Right? Wouldn't that be? It'd be niche, dude. I get my DLSR. That's all fucking set up, legit profesh, and we fucking just record
Profesh, I like that.
yeah. Probes is like, Lamar should be a negotiator with candies.
that. That's probably how he said
Chrome
it.
said, damn it, out of bananas here. And then Wordboy goes, 3 different types of milk because this world fucked up. You got oat milk, you got almond milk, you got non-fat milk, lactated milk. You got all kind of shit. You got water milk. We were so poor one time, we used water for our cereal.
Yeah, you know, the wife was always right about this saying, if you start catering to everyone, you've lost your whole fucking idea.
Yeah.
You sold everything down the fucking river.
I tell you what, we bring lactose, or what is it, lactose free? Is that how you say it, or is it?
Yeah.
That is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll get that milk.
Dried
right?
milk.
We'll get lactose milk, so that way if you lactose intolerant, you just sit down and have a fucking bowl of cereal with us.
Milk. Come on, girl.
Milk.
Milk.
We gonna get some milk. Get that boy some milk.
He needs some milk.
He needs some milk.
That's so funny.
Oh my God. Yeah. I can see how, you know, we are all passionate about the way this world should be ran, and then it runs everyone collectively down this hole. Like we all chose to go with it.
Yeah.
And it took one person to go, okay, look, I think we've gone too far. We're out of rope.
Simon said, hell yeah, Lamar, when we were poor, we used water for cereal too.
Hell yeah, we use water.
That was not an uncommon thing. I bet if your ass is hungry, you put anything in that bowl of cereal.
And like, what about Wonder Bread? We use Wonder Bread and
Bread?
syrup and smashed the bread, and Lamar and I called it pancakes because we couldn't afford it.
Yep. Oh my God.
We couldn't even afford to make proper fucking pancakes.
I'm trying to think of like the most peasant food thing that we did in my family when we were kids and we were not well off, but I can't. Oh, man. Oh, here you go. Like a pastina with just some butter and maybe a little bit of salt.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
That's a thing.
That's the thing.
I ain't never heard no
all the
shit.
guineas in New York would do when they were poor.
Yep. Just dry ass noodle, dry pasta.
Well, no, not dry pasta. You boil it, but they
Right. Yeah, I know.
just add butter to it.
Because
Nothing
I was
else.
like, damn, that shit sound awful crunchy.
Crunchy ass pasta.
Could you imagine Tone?
Extra al dente and shit.
Could you imagine Tone as a kid just crunching on raw fucking pasta like with butter? He's like, what the fuck?
Oh my God.
Mom, we can't even use fucking toilet water to boil this shit. Like,
Right? Bologna on hand. That's my wife, she grew up with like bologna sandwiches. Like no shit, fried bologna on Wonder Bread. Like if y'all don't know about that, I guess that's a kind of like an American thing, Wonder Bread and fried bologna sandwiches, but
I've had them.
they kept you alive.
They're
Crumb
not that
said
good.
No,
you
they're
had
not.
butter. That was luxury.
Right? The butter was luxury.
Simon said toasted cardboard.
God, I hope you're fucking joking, Simon, because fuck.
Hey, word boy. Apparently that kind of shit's really popular in Australia.
Frilk?
Like flavored milks.
Really?
Yeah, it's like energy drinks in the fucking refrigerators here in the States. There's just like banana milk, strawberry chocolate milk, fucking syrup milk in the fucking refrigerators in Australia. That's their thing.
I wonder if that's a thing in like Costa Rica.
Chrome said they just gnawed on the goddamn pasta box picture that had food on it. Let their imaginations run wild.
I wonder
Pictures.
if that sounds like that would be a Latin thing too. Flavored milk.
I mean, I know they do things like what the fuck is it? Horchata. I love that shit.
Oh, I love
yeah.
dirty
Rice milk.
Yeah, the wife calls it dirty rice water.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Yeah, I fucking
wonderful.
love it. Yeah, I love it. Horchata me all day.
Yeah.
Shit, you know horchata fuck up. Yeah. Well, shit, guys, thank you all for showing up, man. This has just been a fun day.
Yeah,
as much as Crest had tried to talk us out of it.
Yeah, Cressy was like, "Stop, give up on your dreams.
I'm
Don't
gonna throw that twat under the bus.
He's not allowed in the commune.
No.
No, he's not.
Crest will tell you all the things you shouldn't do with your life.
Yeah, Cressy didn't.
And
He
stand
doesn't-
by it.
He doesn't like us doing this show anymore. He said, "You guys should just stop. Go back to doing what you guys like to do, music and your pod, and just do it whenever you want.
Yeah.
Just stop this bullshit."
And then he said, "Shit on the audience.
Then he
Just
said, "Shit on the
take
audience
a big old fat shit on your audience."
and tell them all to properly fuck off."
And then he said, "Tell him I told him.
Yeah,
Tell him I said it."
he said to mention specifically that he said it.
Okay, now Cresshead,
You're doing it right now.
tell us we lying. Tell us we are lying, sir. Watch him come back with some bullshit.
Cressy's gonna be, he's probably melting down in his seat right now. He's probably like, "You fucking twat, son." Oh, see what I'm saying? Look, you were moaning, so I said stop. Oh, fuck. Cressy coming unglued. His cats are probably running for their fucking lives right now.
He's such a romantic. Yeah, fucking Dave. Yeah, he is. Cressy is a fucking romantic for sure.
Yeah, he is.
It's a good way to describe him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cressy is like a horchata. Not everybody's gonna like to drink that shit.
Yeah.
Have you had it, Cressy? It's delicious.
He probably
Yeah,
has.
he probably hasn't.
You either like Cressy or you just absolutely hate his fucking guts.
I think he's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm in between. I hate him and I like him.
You hate that you like him.
I hate that I like him. Well, no, I hate that I love him. Oh my God, he is a realist too.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's his own flavor.
He's a proper twat.
You know what they say? The people you're in contact with, as long as they tell you the truth of who they are, you can't hate them because they're telling you the truth. If you got an issue with it, then
That's your problem.
might be with you.
Yeah. Issue's not them, it's with you.
Because I'd much rather have him be a proper twat than some friends I do know that will talk shit behind my back, and you never know about it. At least he'll always confront you in your face and call you what you really are, what you really not, and it goes a long way with me.
Yeah, likewise.
You know, I got so many people that I know for a fact that talk shit behind our back, and they'll never live up to it, and for whatever reason, I don't know why people would do that to us, because the only thing we ever try to do is bring people together.
Mm-hmm.
So
Don't worry about it. Words are wind.
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Just float right on away. Just like how my asshole does it in the morning on the shit.
Say like a fart.
All the worries down the tube.
You ever have one of those fucking farts when you're sitting down and you're just like, you're waiting and that shit just comes out like, makes no noise. It's like all air. You're like, what the fuck happened to the noise? Has my ass become so relaxed I can't even make a proper fucking fart now?
You ever take a shit and the shit is missing, and then you wipe your ass and there's nothing on the toilet paper, and
You're like, did
and
I
you convinced
even shit?
yourself?
Yeah,
Phantom
did I even
shit? Did I shit?
It was so heavy that the toilet, it instantly just, it flushed itself. And then you're like, what the fuck just happened?
But why do I
feel-
got a clean ass?
Yeah, why do I feel better, but yet I don't have all the fucking responsibility?
Marilyn, help me.
Whatever. This is where we lose. This is where we lose.
This is where Tony loses the fucking reins right here. Like, I tried, guys. Good luck to you.
Word Boy needs a link to the Discord. Can we get Word Boy a link to the Discord?
Word Boy. It is Maryland's email.
Can somebody just post Maryland's email so he knows how to spell it?
What are you
Marilyn-
spanners doing?
Yeah, what are you
Wagyu?
Spanners doing? Shut up. That's what we got Spanners for.
Yeah. Well, Wagyu's here. Shit.
I don't know how to
just-
spanner, so I can't do any of that.
No.
I think that's called a ghost shit. So Wagyu's experienced this.
Yeah.
Wagyu.
Yeah, Wagyu obviously knows.
Experiences ghost
We
shit.
even have a term for it now. It's called the ghost shit.
But is it that you can shit, it's missing, and your asshole is clean?
Yeah.
Like, what is that really about? And why is it hit and miss? Like, why is it you would go your whole life anticipating that one day again to take out those initial 2 steps?
Yeah.
And say, God, I wish life was this easy.
Just shit and get up.
Just shit and get up.
Could you imagine if you could just shit and just get up and go about your day? Just shit, get up. I'm out.
Probes say it's spooky.
It's spooky.
Spooky actions from Einstein. What is this world living? I mean, what does this world come to when that thing happens to all of us, and yet none of you want to talk about it? That's some profound shit. Literally.
That's a twin thing right there.
That was a twin jinx.
But what is such an inconvenience as humans that have to take the time to piss and shit? Let's talk about that. Like, why do we have to fucking do that?
That's so You ever call your woman in and be like, look at this big ass shit I took?
I was just gonna take a picture of one. It was so fucking massive. And I was gonna send it to my woman. I was gonna be like, she'll definitely be proud of this. And I thought, man, it would be a good idea.
Oh my goodness.
I called my wife in one day. I took an impressive shit. It was so impressive. Somebody had to witness this shit.
Simon said it's called an eagle's breast. A quick look around and shit.
So I like that.
Oh.
I mean, I'm just saying the shit y'all don't want to say. Wagyu would say it. Even the wife came in and she was like, God damn, babe, that is impressive.
How
you gonna flush that shit?
Didn't that crazy transphobe J.K. Rowling explain that in the wizarding world in Harry Potter they just magic the shit away?
Is that what you did?
Yeah, there's no bathrooms in the Harry Potter universe. But there's just a spell they could just magic the
shit away.
Yeah.
Wagner says, I think in Star Trek the ship just transported out of the bowels into the bladder, so they don't have.
That's why I brought that
up. What would the
Scotty energize my shit out of my bowels? Just my shit, not me.
What would the shit spell be called? Shitoludium.
Oh
my god, I don't know. That's really funny.
Chat, give us a good Harry Potter
shit spell.
Shit spell.
Shit dispersing spell.
Fuck. Shit disappearo. You gotta give the S word with the one just so you can mimic the shoulda disappearo. You gotta say it in a fucking English accent or it's never gonna work.
It's never gonna work. It's impossible that this is gonna work. For fuck's sake. Scrotum pocus. Oh my! See, and there goes chat. You just give one little goddamn comment, and then they go ham.
See what we have here. What we got? We got Wagyu. We got
Facilius,
fecal luminu. I don't even know.
Obliteratus. Obliteratus.
I'm gonna spit my water everywhere.
Fecalis obliteratus.
Fecal lumina destructus.
Fecalis obliteratus. Wait, hold on. Fecalis obliteratus.
I'm so sorry I brought this up.
Yeah.
That'll teach you, Tony.
I like that shit.
Twat.
Fecalis obliteratus. Harry, move! Fecalis obliteratus. Move, Harry, move! Of course I got shit in my balls. Watch out, Weasley. Fecalis obliteratus. Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Thank you, Wagyu, for that shit. Jesus Christ. Don't I get a prize? Yeah, you get a prize.
Yeah, make sure she ain't watching this, Crest. We're going to ruin Harry Potter for everyone at this point.
Probe has now become our official Harry Potter vernacular wizard. So whenever you want to transform terms into a wizardry mage type vernacular, Probes is your guy.
Shit on a stick.
Fecalis obliteratus. It is the first lesson you must learn in Hogwarts is Focalis obliteratus.
Could you imagine failing that class?
Right, could you?
Fuck.
We don't have facilities here, so you must learn this spell.
You just allowed Timmy to shit himself twice.
He has flunked 4 times. He has shite himself 4 proper times. When will he ever learn? Focalis obliteratus.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Okay, so that's how you turn the conversation from dark
To light.
to light.
A little bit of poop.
We got there, full circle.
Now,
Full circle.
now all of a sudden the world don't seem so bad.
Yeah. You got a kid named Timmy who's constantly shitting himself because he can't learn the fucking spell.
And Tony likes to
The
bring
shit spell.
fucking
Shit spells.
Tony likes to bring Harry Potter in a new light.
Oh my God.
Fuck. Hello everyone, I'm Tone Smith, and today
That don't sound like that.
He's like, who the fuck is that Dan Rather motherfucker? I don't.
Oh, here we go. Here you go. Hello everyone, I am Tone Smith, and today we're gonna fuck over Harry Potter. Just as soon as I can get the cocaine off of my glasses.
Hello everybody, I'm Word Boy, and today Focalis obliteratus. To get the shit out of your bowels.
Oh my God. Oh man, you guys are great. This is a hell of a way to spend a Sunday. I couldn't imagine spending it any other way. And Cressy had us down in spirits for the better part of Sunday to the point where I was like, so Tone, what are you doing? I'm fresh out of ideas because Cressy just told us we're just repeating everything every fucking now and then. So
No, but Cressy boosted our morale today.
yeah, well, Cressy
helped
is-
us.
yeah.
He got us. He put fire back under our asses, and so did Sin Samurai and
Yeah.
Tone Smith for dedicating time to
I
keep us
feel
going.
like Cressy'd be good at like feeding you a shit sandwich, but like if you feeling good about it afterwards.
Yeah.
Like, he
Yeah.
tells you
And
fucked
that's
up,
what
and
he
you're
does.
like,
Yeah.
damn, I did fuck up.
yeah,
Cress head is like either you're complaining or you're not.
yeah,
But enough.
yeah.
Fucking do what you want and do it fast and hard.
Hard and fast.
Hard and farce. Yeah. But Sin Samurai is also a guy too behind the scenes that the dude is just he just keeps building your character. Like the dude is nonstop.
Gives you energy.
And he suffers no fucking fool. And it just keeps going and going, and you're not gonna find that out with him either, All you're gonna find is all fucking gas, baby. There's no brakes.
I've called him a showman before, and I've heard other people call him that. And when we first started talking about him, this was a couple months ago, I kept saying kayfabe, and you were like, "What the fuck is kayfabe?"
It's kayfabe, yeah.
And that's him, man. He's good at that. And
Fuck, man.
it's just like he's
improv-
he's gonna be that character, and that's he's just gonna he's gonna ignore the fact that it's a character, and that's fine because he's good at it, and it's entertaining as hell. So
yeah.
Yeah.
no qualms with it. I'm happy for him. He does a really cool thing, and it's funny. The first few times I heard about him, I was like, "Who the fuck is this asshole?" This is before I came to Monkey Island,
Right.
and it's wild how like you realize a thing about a person. You we were talking about earlier, how like you think you don't like a thing and you end up liking a thing. I didn't think I would enjoy Sin Samurai, and then I got to know who he was a little better, and I was like, oh, this is good.
I'm with you, Tone. I did not like the dude. Like,
Yeah.
I stumbled across this channel, and I was like, who is this WrestleMania Macho Man Randy Savage motherfucker with the synthesizers? And
Right.
he was so loud and so fucking full of energy. And it's not until yeah,
is.
yeah, for real. And it's not until I really sat. My brother was like, "Yo, you gotta watch this dude." And so I said, "All right, I'll give it a second shot."
Well,
And-
Marilyn was like, "Don't judge nobody because of what somebody tells you, right?" Because there was
I'm going off of what I seen right now.
right, and then this is why I told you
But
what
wait,
I
let
told
me finish.
you.
Yeah, but let me finish. Okay. When I sat and really sat down and watched this dude, I literally forced myself to watch him just to give him a shot, take all my stigmas away of the preconceived notions. And I was like, this motherfucker reminds me of when I was a kid, when I used to love to play wrestling. And I knew then he was in character. I knew he was performing. And I thought, oh, this is his shtick. This is what he does. And he's fucking rather good at it.
He is.
And then I was like, well, let me watch another show. And he never broke character. Then I listened to his music and he has these stories. And I'm like, this is the friend that I was lacking when I was growing.
Who wanted to stay in that childhood mentality.
Who wanted to stay in that mentality, who never gave it up.
Right.
Summarize that friend that you had as a kid who never fucking gave it up.
Yeah.
And now look at him, it's like, oh, it's a brother now. Now
Right.
it's like, it's fucking an honor to even be in his goddamn presence.
Yeah, because I wasn't going to give him the time of day because people were whispering dirty things in my ear about him. And Marilyn was like, don't you fucking dare do that. Don't let the reasons they don't like this person be your reasons. And I'm like, this is why I love my wife. I'm like, yeah, you're right, babe. Let me go in. And I just immediately was like, oh, I fucking love this. Lamar, you gotta watch it. This is the reason why he was like, until I was like on his ass, like, you gotta watch this motherfucker. Because he's on the same shit. This is where we need to be. We need to not be afraid and go get in that persona and fucking dig deep on it, bruh.
Lose your damn self
Lose
in there.
yourself in there. Stick your head in that pussy and just
Lose yourself.
lose yourself.
Wait, which head we talking about? Because this one here I'm speaking from is not going to fit.
All of your heads. I watched a guy put his head in somebody's pussy.
We talking like an elephant vagina or
I
something?
watched a guy try to rebirth himself and put his head in somebody's pussy. I think you guys all seen that video, right? I mean,
oh, that bald-headed dude.
the bald-headed dude who put his head in someone's pussy.
He said, I'm going back home.
That guy.
I'm going in literally head first.
That guy said, this world is not for me. I'm not making it.
I want to go
I'm
back.
going back. That guy.
It took too long to realize that.
Yeah,
It took way too fucking long. Like, dude.
Dude, you should have started that process when you were like 6 months, bro.
Word boy, get down and dirty with it. For fuck's sake.
For fuck's sake.
Word boy, did you get into Discord? Or are you still struggling? The wife is here in the chat. She can help you out. Meryl Darrow. I remember Wagyu said, hang on, let me put this up for everybody here because Wagyu got something to say.
He said, I remember a story about someone who died trying to climb back inside. Was it that guy? I don't know.
I don't know, Wagyu. Maybe it was.
Maybe it cut off his goddamn air supply because he was trying to get back into that bad Betty.
See if you can't find us a video of this Wagyu
And post that shit.
Let's see if we can't post that into here and
see if we can properly link that into the channel. You remember that episode is Ace Ventura and Jim Carrey came out of that fake rhino's ass? Yeah. And he came out, he was flopping on the ground and shit.
He had what, like hydraulic fluid all over him?
And you see the way that people looked at him when he birthed himself on the ground? They were appalled.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what the writer's room was like when he was like, I got an idea, guys.
Oh, my
yeah,
God.
I got a crazy idea.
And you know what? Being at that age and watching something like that, that would not fly today.
What's up, Air? You came at the right time, my
Just
awesome
talking
friend.
about this with someone on Friday. We were discussing they couldn't make that today.
Oh, fuck
What
no.
we were talking about. Well,
Married with Children?
I don't necessarily. No.
No.
The Blazing Saddles.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the sheriff's.
I don't know if I agree.
Oh, I don't think so. Anything Mel Brooks would not be around today.
Wait, are you serious, Tone?
Bro,
Tell me, wait,
bro,
hold on, I gotta hear this.
Anything Mel Brooks, I'm telling you right now, cancel culture
Hang on.
would have that shit canceled.
Hang on, I gotta hear this.
So I feel like all the jokes he was making, he's not making fun of specific people as much as he's making fun of those people. You know what I mean? He's not picking on anyone necessarily in that movie.
Oh, he's picking on every fucking race in that movie.
He's picking on them. He's making fun of making fun.
And that's what I'm talking about. Tony, you can't say that with the mind and error of what we grew up in. We're talking different people for different strokes for different
They're
folks.
even giving regular stand-up comedians a hard time, Tone. Like, you really think Mel Brooks would survive in today's age?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I do, but I don't know. It's really.
You see what I'm saying? You think George Carlin would live and survive and thrive in a comedic world in today's age?
Loved by Apollo.
I wonder if. So I actually have 1 degree of separation between me and Mel Brooks. I have a friend who's friends with him, and I wonder if I could get him to ask him about that. I mean, he's about to make another fucking Spaceballs. Here's the other thing: the guy's like 150 years old, so who knows
right.
how much of this is even him at this point?
Yeah, it's got that old Jewish blood in him.
But
he ain't gonna listen
I
to
should
me.
just message Harlan and ask him.
I
Message.
love Mel Brooks. I love Mel Brooks to death. It's the same reason why you'll never see a series hit show called The Dukes of Hazzards on TV. They will cancel that shit faster than you could realize.
Yeah, there's just certain things that cancel culture is for us to say it's not real would be an understatement.
Oh, I'm not saying it's not real.
Yeah.
I think people are tired of it.
But
I even think the people that like it are tired of it.
If Spaceballs 2 comes out, it's not going to be the same Spaceballs, I don't think. Right now, every sitcom, every comic right now, when they go on stage, they're in fear. And when Dave Chappelle hit the stage and had a guy literally take a shot at him, I think.
Yep.
And a guy run up on stage and try to fight him, and
Well, cancel culture tried to cancel
It's
Dave.
crazy.
But Dave is too big, right?
I just think the people that tried to cancel him didn't have much of a ground to stand on, and
They really didn't.
He's too loved.
Well, he's too big.
Yeah, not that he's too big. He's just like too big to fail. I don't think is a thing. It's just
Well, if you Will Smith, you can fail. But Dave, he even tells you one of his best friends, not best, but was transgender before they killed themselves, right? He even tells that story on how close he was to that individual. And they automatically assume that Dave is anti-trans, or he's not. He's just telling jokes. But when
it's just jokes.
and when you tell jokes and you got the like mind of this new breed of people, that's what I'm talking about, Tony. You can't use the way we grew up and apply it. It's not applicable to the shit we have.
I feel like there's a way to tell a joke that
Tastefully?
that is not offensive to the person you're making fun of. And it's a really thin line, and it's really easy to cross.
Yes.
And it is subjective. You're not gonna. There's people that are anyone can be offended by a thing. But I'll send you. I have a friend that does stand-up comedy, and he tells I think he's very good at telling a joke that halfway through the joke you're like, oh my god, he's gonna say some shit right now. This is not good. And then he hits the punchline, and you're like, oh fuck, that's really funny, and that's not offensive. He does it really, really well.
Right.
I think he does anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's like Creshead saying too, Will Smith was a twat. He's made a very bad choice. He couldn't take a fucking joke. And he did it in the wrong fucking place.
Man.
He went and smacked the dude in the wrong fucking place.
I had
too.
never seen anything like that jarred me the way that did. Watching that the next day, 'cause I wasn't watching the fucking award show, reading that news article and going and watching the video of that, I was like, oh my god, it hits. It's crazy. I can't believe he did that.
Okay, so
crazy.
not only did it hit hard, Cressy, but it sent like black on black crime another fucking image, right? It sent that black people are unruly and savage still. You can't tame the nature of these savage people. Whether you wanted to see it like that or not, you can't. If you're already coming from a background in which suggests you're 3/5 of a human being, and you spent your whole life trying to prove that you're more than just what your ideations are on me. And then another successful black comedian gets on stage in front of a predominantly white audience that's been controlled by white Hollywood for a long time. And another black dude slaps another black dude on stage in front of the audience.
Which has never been done.
It sends a fucking message whether you want it to or not.
I like to think,
and it was fucked up, and I feel bad for Chris Rock. Apologies don't cure or mend that.
I like to think like people like Harry Belafonte and Sidney Poitier, who were struggling actors back in the day. If they saw that, and like if that had happened during their time and they had saw that, like how dare you would I would like to think that they would say like, how dare you do this shit, and we're trying to like get
out of the stigma.
Yeah, we're trying to like get a name for ourselves as actors and producers, and you come up here and you do this shit in front of a live fucking audience.
It's funny. I have so many opinions about when it happened, and I never thought of it in that light before.
Right?
It's interesting
because when you grew up in that environment and you grew up like that
with that culture.
Did you see the expression on Denzel Washington's face? Can anybody remember?
No, I don't remember
the expression of Denzel Washington's face.
Knowing what that guy's all about, I'm sure it was like, fuck.
It's like, my oh my. You
what did we do?
Yes, you can take the nigga out of the ghetto, but you can't take the ghetto out of the nigga.
And I can only imagine what he whispered in Will Smith's ear.
You just
what Denzel whispered in his ear?
Oh, yeah.
Right, yeah.
You just said us back eons, you dumb fuck, is what I would have said. Control you and your bitch is what I would if I was Denzel.
He absolutely would, Wagyu. He absolutely fucking would.
Yeah, he would. It's wild, man.
It's not what you say, it's how you say it. What it
I think he's getting to the point I was saying earlier. It's the jokes.
Yeah.
You can make fun of a person without knocking them down for something they can't control. I think that's the crux of it. You can make fun of someone for doing a thing or acting a way, but not being a thing that they can't control. That's always been like the line for me. Anyway.
Right. I don't think Will Smith will ever get back to his former glory.
No.
we don't watch anything Will
I'll never
Smith.
look at him the same way again.
No, we don't watch anything Will Smith. Because that shit, oh my God. And how Chris Rock, was anyone else amazed on how Chris Rock
conducted himself?
I was. Good. I thought immediately, I was one of the first things I said about it. I was like, that's how you fucking act in a situation.
Yeah.
And he made it seem like, oh, it's just a joke, because some people were none the wiser. Right. Some people just thought, oh, it's part of the show.
He let it roll on. He went back he looked at the guy and was like, I can't believe you just did that, but I'm going to stand up here and be a consummate professional. The thing that you just spit in the face of.
Exactly.
That's the other, like you were mentioning what that did for black people. The thing I thought was, what does that do for performers? Like, what does that do for entertainers? Like that was always the real crux of it to me. It was like, wow, that guy just spit in the face of being professional in his profession to another one of his profession. And it's so crazy.
MLK would have been like, I marched these fucking streets for us to have places of high position in this country. And for you to go over there and slap another black man in the face in such a prestige award for black people, it's a slap. You might as well have slapped the rest of the black community in the face.
Yeah.
Azio said he thought it was all blown out of proportion. Really? And I wonder too sometimes, was it just an act? Was it just a publicity stunt? I don't know. Because now people don't like Will Smith, and
if it didn't work.
It did not work.
It didn't work.
It did not work. It was the exact opposite. But look what it's done to his career.
Yeah, wife ruined his fucking standings.
His wife fucked him over really good.
His reputation is gone to shit.
I cannot not look at him and not see that slap that he did to Chris Rock.
Recon thinks it was staged.
Very well possibility.
I mean, yeah, it is absolutely possible.
It's 100% possible.
Right.
100%.
But why stage self-suicide? Why not just do it, Recon?
I don't know. I thought
if the end result is suicide, why not just do it? Why stage it?
I thought it was real because of how embarrassed all parties involved looked when it was happening.
Yeah.
Like you watch the whole thing, and everyone's reactions are so. I mean, yeah, they're actors, so maybe they're acting, but man, if they were. That's a good acting job.
Yeah, if they were acting, and maybe the outcome was to get Chris Rock some more publicity or some notoriety to boost his career, and Will's like, oh, I'm rich enough. I don't need to go any further. But again, this act, it went well beyond what those two may have agreed on. This act set back so many people in their position to where it just wasn't a good look on African Americans, man. Like, why would you stage that to make, it just wasn't a good look. And if you can look at Denzel Washington's face, act or not, it was disgusting. And not because they were just black, but anybody that would go up there and fucking do that to another human being.
I thought the whole thing was like gross when it happened. I
was
severely, viscerally disgusted by the whole thing.
Exactly. Take grace out of it, and it's horrible either way you slide it.
Yeah, if they were after headlines, they got it. You're right, Chris. You absolutely fucking right.
But look what it cost them, though. Look what it go after headlines and set your people back like that. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, Chris Rock did look proper shocked. He looked like this motherfucker just slapped me. Now, how do I keep cool?
Yep.
How do I not embarrass myself and him and the entire culture now?
Well,
and still, people thought Chris Rock was a straight up bitch for not resorting to violence.
Yeah. And do what? Fight him in front of a million people?
Why? What is that going to do? Yeah. What's that going to do for anybody?
Yeah, but I'm not going to use.
I get the mentality. Don't get me wrong.
That's the ignorant thought process.
Yeah, I definitely heard people. Oh, I would have hit him back. Would you have?
Yeah. But would you?
That's probably a bad idea.
That's ignorance. And the word that goes along with ignorance, I probably won't use it again. Niggas use ignorance. And they come in all shape, color, sizes. Get you a local nigga action figure today at your local Walmart. Want to be ignorant son of a bitch? They come in all shapes, colors, sizes, and genders. Get your nigger action figure today.
Why do I want to go to Walmart and buy one? Just so I can leave it in his package.
Because that's what they would say.
Oh,
you let us down. Chris Rock, you let us down. You a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine if that was a all-out brawl, a scrap.
See you, Simon.
Word boy, let the millionaires role play important. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
Strong words. I'm into that. Word boy, where you been, man? It's got some wisdom.
That's that Irish shit.
That's that Irish shit.
That's what we do in Ireland, goddammit.
Oh, no.
Represent.
All of a sudden, now your ass is from Ireland, huh?
That's right, motherfucker.
Get your ass up out
Everything is cushy in this bitch.
You get one leprechaun come in here, your ass is from Ireland. Look, hell yeah, we from Ireland, goddammit. We smart as hell.
I mean, but that sucks though. That now you're less of a man because you didn't react, into the people that come to your shows and watch your stand-ups. You let your black community down by standing up there and getting your face slapped.
The only things I heard him say about it were basically like, I'm not going to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. It doesn't need to be talked about. I want to get on with my life. And I respect that.
Yeah, but don't do that shit in front of millions of people.
I mean Chris Rock. That's what Chris Rock had to say about
it.
it.
But he did
people asked about it. He's like, I'm not going to talk about this.
Yeah.
But he did do a stand-up with Dave Chappelle, and they talked about it.
Yeah. Eventually, I'm sure he has. I haven't exactly kept up with it.
Oh, my God. Tone, he made some funny jokes about it.
Bet he did.
It really fucking... It fucked Will Smith over, those jokes.
Yeah.
Good for him.
He hit him hard in those jokes.
Yeah.
For all of you who don't know, go look at Chris Rock stand up with Dave Chappelle.
Warhart says, tell Mrs. Smith to cry in her bottle of champagne. Word. She started it.
I hope she thinks it was worth it.
Yeah. Staged or not, I don't see how that came out. Like Tone said, I don't see how that worked. I don't see the benefit gained from that staging. No. Zero, at least on my perception.
I don't see
zero benefit.
I don't see how the people involved who were very good about their, promoting their own image would have thought that was a good idea.
Right. It's some bullshit.
It is. Well, look, everybody, I'm fucking hungry because Chrome is eating crab cakes and God knows what the fuck else.
Oh, damn, it is late. I'm hungry too.
Yeah.
Shit. And we could sit here and do this shit all fucking night with you morons.
Yeah, I'm a yapper. I can keep talking forever.
Hell yeah, but that's what we need right now.
This is my only way out of reality, Tone. So
yeah,
if I had to choose, I'd sit right here and eat a full fucking course meal in front of these guys.
I eat a bowl of cereal in front of
these guys and gals.
Fruity ass pebbles.
Some fruity pebbles like a motherfucker. I don't even want to leave everybody. I just want to stay here and just talk about the fucking problems and the good and the bad all day long.
Speaking of that, in October, I'm looking at, let me find the date, the weekend again.
Ooh, Tone's coming.
The weekend of the 18th, it's a Saturday, that weekend.
Okay.
I don't know what your dailies are like, but I would, it's a long trip for me, so I would probably try to make like at least a long weekend out of it.
Yeah, so the last streaming day for
the 22nd.
It's the 21st, I believe.
So I'll get out of here. I'll hang out for a few days, and then I'll get out of here and let you guys do your big celebration.
You're not going to celebrate with us?
You're already here.
You're already here. Why would you leave the day before we celebrate yet?
Because it's your show, not mine.
It's everybody's show. How many times we got to say that shit, you motherfucker?
You're a motherfucker, Tone Smith.
All right, I'll look at that.
You're a motherfucker.
You're a motherfucker.
I mean, it would be the same amount of days off.
Right? Yeah, I mean, what kind of asshole would do that? Hey, now it's your show. Good
luck, guys.
A day? Really?
Good luck, guys. I'm going to head back to fucking Pennsylvania.
We got to do a 24-hour and send you back home. Fucked up.
The monkeys are not happy, I hear.
No.
And chances are, after the show, I might be following.
They're throwing their poop at me now.
Yeah. And chances are, after the show, I might be following you back to Pennsylvania.
Oh, well, shit. There you go.
I mean, I'll get home before you will, but who knows?
But yeah, that right around that time. That's I got to go to a wedding the weekend before, and my lovely niece's birthday is the weekend after.
We'll keep it in the air. Don't worry about it.
Sandwiched in there.
Yeah, we'll keep it in the air.
Keep it tentative.
Keep it tentative.
It's always safe to keep things tentative. But at the same time, we expect you to be here, motherfucker.
I'm definitely going to come hang out.
Okay.
Something I want to do.
And then since you're
here,
here,
a road trip.
And since you're coming, we can always pull out all of the QSC stuff for a day and go over our live setup.
We'll do a PA thing. I want to go over to Sweetwater.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go over to live setup. That would be fucking amazing, dude.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
We get everything
for me anyway.
Yeah. For us, it's like
I'm one of those weirdos.
Haul up all the fucking gear and get things set up, you twats.
Yeah. Yeah, you get here, we putting your ass to work.
I don't want to go out and embarrass myself, Tony. You give me the capacity in which we can sound good.
Yeah, make me sound good.
And the capacity in which we sound like shit.
Yes.
All right.
Make us sound good.
We'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, you Saurians. All you goddamn Saurians.
You guys are fucking absolute wonderful, brilliant monkeys who maintain the island. And you keep showing up every fucking day.
And I hope you guys get some sleep. Air, I'm glad you had time for the morning to come in and check us out.
Yeah.
Probes, I know you don't sleep. You're probably hanging upside down right now by your feet in your closet. Fucking vampire.
As of your head, I don't know when we're going to get to do the scoring. It's all up to Kent at this point. I keep leaving messages. I'm going to send him an email and see what next Saturday looks like. Because we're normally clear on Saturdays unless there's something big popping up or a horse emergency. So, and that's far and few between. But hopefully Saturday we can do the scoring thing and get that. I want to be more consistent with it. I think we'll stay more consistent with it after the 365.
I forgot about that shit. That's how long it's been. I almost forgot about that shit.
I think we'll find a better consistency in things in which we do, especially like third ear, scoring, and then chatting. We don't have to be in the studio every day after that, you know, and things get easier. There'll be a lot more long form side of the show.
Targeted shows.
Right. Yeah. I don't think people realize how hard it actually is to come in here and do this every fucking day. But
yeah, you guys are crazy.
It's fucking hard. It's really hard. And we can't turn around now. I can't even let the samurai down. He would probably come out here and slice our asses off.
Yeah, he would.
And then stitch it back on and be like, don't let it happen again yet.
Now get to work.
Yeah, now get to work. I got my own shit to worry about.
Right? Yeah. But thank you, everybody, for showing up. Thank you for all the people who lurk and don't leave one comment. I don't know how you do it. But you're there. Clearly, we see you. That is another way to watch a show, I guess.
Yeah.
And it looks like on the analytics, these people stick around for the entire show.
Yeah.
And or they come back after the show is over. So thank you to all of the lurking gherkins out there who are a part of Monkey Island and remain anonymous. Thank you. Why am I going to forget the CEO's name?
The CEO of
Monkey Island. He's always lurking and don't say one fucking
Man,
word.
are you fucking crazy right now?
It's just slipping my fucking mind.
Listen, you want me to do it instead?
Yeah, please.
Heavy Cap, forgive this motherfucker because he lost his mind.
I'm telling you, it's so many fucking names.
He jumped right in there.
Yeah, he's right there.
Yeah, he's like, I'm here. See that motherfucker right there.
And then D.
Dogon.
Never seen your fucking name in here before in my life. But
Dogon,
hello, sir.
Yeah.
If you've been lurking, ma'am. I don't know who.
Everybody, look.
I'm gonna touch all bases. I'm a politically correct motherfucker today.
Look at Heavy Cap, y'all. It's a rare fucking moment you see the CEO show up for his damn island.
And he says nothing.
He'll
nothing. Watch this whole show and say not one fucking word.
But comes back. And he's been here. He's one of the first.
That's wild.
Right? That's wild. Check out his content too, because he does some shit too.
All right.
He does some shit. I got solar 42 ideas from this motherfucker.
Word boy, we glad that you here too.
Word boy.
Yeah, Irish bastard.
Yeah, Irish bastard.
Yeah, Irish spring so.
Irish spring.
And maybe later we go out and get a caravan for your ma.
Yeah, don't forget to check out Uncle Chrome's Bleepity Bloops. I am going to showcase one of them after I give it a proper listen on Monday while working out. That's normally how I do Chrome and his Bleepity Bloops.
Or we go for walks.
Yeah, and we'll showcase one of Chrome's. So just because we showcase one, that means go to his channel and fucking watch his Bleepity Bloops before we eat your ass.
We're cannibals here on Monkey Island.
And we eat assholes. Check out Upstate, Downstate.
I would appreciate that.
Where are the links at, fucking Wagyu Chrome, you motherfuckers?
What are we paying you for?
We're not paying them.
Oh. Well, why do you
who's
have fucking wrenches then?
Who's heavy cap writing the checks to then?
Yeah.
Us. And then you just keep your mouth shut from here on out.
Throw heavy caps links in there. Get busy, moderators.
Okay, Uncle Chrome, throw in, or Wagyu Chrome, throw in heavy cap, throw in upstate, downstate, and then throw in Uncle Chrome. And anybody else you find worthy. I'll play the music in the background. And until next time, love you, bye.
And also put in Azio Head's physical address so we all know
where he lives.
You've been doxxed.
And we'll see everybody on Monday, probably after Hardware Jams. Peace.